And we welcome you in on a chilly Halloween evening here at Saints Field in Cedar Rapids as we get ready to kick off the high school football playoff season. Class 4A first rounder coming up tonight as it will be number 1 Cedar Rapids Xavier taking on Waverly Shell Rock. And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to Saints Field here on the northeast side of Cedar Rapids. Scott Unash, Coach John Haggerty with you as we get ready for a rematch of a game earlier this season in the district, won by Xavier as the Saints defeated Waverly Shell Rock by a score of 42-21. That coming back in week number 6. Xavier actually with a healthy lead in that game, got the 35-point clock going, and Waverly Shell Rock with a couple late touchdowns to make it a little bit closer at 42-21. But as we're going to hear from Dwayne Schulte coming up in a little bit, John, that doesn't mean anything anymore. It is now the playoff season, and that's what's a state championship possibility on the mind of the Xavier Saints, which would be their 5th in school history.
Waverly Shell Rock, just a great athletic tradition too, Scott. It's not just their football team that's successful year in and year out. Every aspect of their boys and girls programs are contenders. They're solid. It's a great community. And so for Coach Schulte, who we all know, very superstitious person, you don't ever count your chickens before they hatch. Just because something happened a few weeks ago doesn't mean it's going to happen again. You got to come out and prove yourself all over again.
Waverly Shell Rock coming in with a 4-5 record on the year. Played a very difficult schedule, though. You take a look at their non-conference, their non-district, if you will. Beat a good Bondurant Farrar program. Lost to Pella by a touchdown at home.
Yeah.
Played Western Dubuque very, very tough up in Epworth, and lost to Algona when they had all their people healthy up there in north central Iowa. But finished up with a 3-2 mark in the district, and a lot of people after the loss to Decorah in week number 9 didn't think Waverly Shell Rock was going to get in, but through the RPI they got the last of the 4 wild card spots, and here we are for a rematch.
Strength of schedule will help you, especially if you're in 4A or 5A, because RPI can have a big bearing. So it really helps you to play the tougher schedule. Waverly Shell Rock, perfect example.
Don't tell Williamsburg that, though. Class 3A.
They're not 4A.
There are exceptions to that. For the Xavier Saints, another undefeated season. Xavier making their 21st appearance overall in the Iowa High School football playoffs. And tonight they are going to tie for the 6th longest streak in history of the Iowa High School football playoffs, and 4 state championships. Of course, the one in the big class back in 2006, the back-to-back 17 and 18, and then winning it again in 2022. And you've got a dichotomy as far as the 2 coaches and the staffs are concerned in this one, John. You got Dwayne Schulte, his 24th appearance in the state football playoffs. Not only 21 with Xavier, but before that at LaSalle. And then for Cal Twait, making his first appearance in his very first season. And if that name sounds familiar, Twait, that is one of the blue blood names as far as Iowa high school football is concerned. His grandpa Dwayne was the longtime Hall of Fame coach up in Emmitsburg. His dad was a college coach, and Cal, of course, played, by the way, alongside and as a teammate of Xavier assistant coach Reggie Schulte up at UNI.
4-year starter in the line for Coach Farley as the Panthers. That's right.
Yeah. And so he's no stranger to big games, and no stranger at all as far as high school football playoffs are concerned. Xavier, as we welcome you in to the Jersey Mike's Subs pregame show here tonight. Jersey Mike's with their 3 locations here in the metro. The Fountain's on the northeast side, not too far from us. The east end of Marion at the corner of 151 and 13, and the Westdale area, Edgewood Road Southwest. Jersey Mike's Subs, they are a sub above. We're going to hear from head coach Dwayne Schulte coming up in just a little bit, John, but you've got a Xavier offense that has just been clicking all year. Number 4 in Class 4A, 381 yards per game. They only allow 205 yards per game. Good balance between the rush and the pass. 207 yards on the ground, 174 through the air. And you got to remember, those numbers could be much more inflated due to the fact that a lot of the starters didn't play in second halves of games this year.
That's right. They have invoked the continuous clock on so many occasions, and we've known through the years how generous Coach Schulte is by getting his second and third teamers in there. That, to your point, the starters just haven't had the field time that they would have otherwise, and that's a great problem to have.
Cash Parks has been terrific so far this year for Xavier. 76% completion percentage. He's fifth as far as yardage is concerned, 1,523. Second in touchdowns with 21. Only one interception thrown so far. Carter Hoffman coming off a little bit of an injury. Still a great season, 846 yards. That is number 16 in Class 4A, 13 touchdowns. And, of course, receiving the ball, Ryan Kelly has been terrific this year for the Xavier Saints. And we saw Carter Hoffman not get a whole lot of carries in that Decorah game way back. That was Dawson Doyle's night. Turned out that they were nursing a little bit of an injury. But it's great to have the depth that Xavier has and all of the players on their roster, allowing them to put a guy with the talent of Mr. Doyle in there to spell Carter Hoffman on that night.
Well, they do. They just have so many backups in there, but also a great fullback in Dustin Cook, who is great at the short yardage things, but he's also good out of the backfield. When they need a key third down, usually he's the one they go to in some kind of a play action passing situation. And then don't forget A.J. Evans. He's snared a lot of red zone touchdowns as well. The basketball recruit, James Madison, he's going to probably make some noise again tonight. And one other point, as you were alluding to, Scott, and that is that Xavier has the luxury of platooning. They don't have anybody that goes both ways, and so that makes it very advantageous for the Saints.
And Waverly Shellrock with 5 players, 5 starters that go both on offense and defense. We're going to take a break on the Jersey Mike Subs pregame show. We'll come back to Saints Field and have more pregame as we get ready for this Class 4A first-round playoff matchup between number 1 Cedar Rapids Xavier and Waverly Shellrock. We'll come back right after this. You're listening to High School Playoff Football here on CRM Live Sports. At Jersey Mike's, we've offered a sub above since 1956. It starts with bread, fresh baked in our stores every day, topped with quality meats, cheeses, and ingredients sliced and grilled right in front of your eyes. And don't forget to add the juice, the red wine vinegar and olive oil blend that gives a Jersey Mike's subs its exquisite zing. Stop in and visit Jersey Mike's now at their 3 metro locations in the Fountains on the northeast side and on the east end of Marion near the corner of Highways 151 and 13 and Edgewood Road in the Westdale area. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Plum Supply kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful. Plumbing fixtures, a great variety. Transform your home with Plum Supply. Our kitchen designs are amazing. Our service is priceless. Plum Supply. Touch and see. Plum Supply kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
The Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building Trades Council represents 18 building trade unions in the corridor. Each union provides skilled workers for construction projects throughout the area. Union workers are highly skilled professionals who are determined to better their communities. The building trades unions are always looking toward the future. Training in registered apprenticeships is available. Visit their website at cricbt.org for more information. The Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building and Trades Council, committed to getting the job done right the first time. Back with you here from Saints Field. Scott Unash, John Hegarty with you on the Jersey Mike Subs pregame show as we get ready for this first-round playoff matchup between the Xavier Saints and the Go-Hawks of Waverly Shellrock. And we'll give you the entire 4A rundown coming up, but we had a chance earlier on to talk to head coach Dwayne Schulte, get his quick thoughts about this game tonight between Xavier and Waverly. Back in the Jersey Mike Subs pregame show, getting ready for Xavier and Waverly Shellrock, and Dwayne Schulte joining me. And Coach, great 9-0 season, but that is in the rearview mirror now, right?
Absolutely, yeah. It's all brand new now. Got to start all over again, and hopefully good things happen.
Played them once before. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
You tell me. I never really know how to feel about it. I guess you just play the game and see how it turns out.
Well, they're a much improved team, I think, from that midpoint game back in week number 5. They've been hot, and they won a couple games down the stretch here.
Yeah, they played Decorah tough. I mean, there were some big plays in that Decorah game, so they're a dangerous team, that's for sure.
Not going to ask you to compare teams, especially at this point, but 9-0, you don't get many of those, and these something to be proud of with this group.
Oh, I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, it's all boils down to the kids and them executing, and I can't remember how many undefeated teams we've had here, but it's not a whole lot. I mean, there's a few, but it's not a ton, but the credit goes to the boys. They're the ones that do the work.
Well, we said, John and I, during the Decorah game that that game was huge, not only for the district, but to not go on the road. We remember last year going to Norwalk and Alleman with you guys. It's much easier to play at home.
Well, I don't know about easier, but at least it's more convenient. I mean, it ultimately boils down to, what you do between the lines. So, I mean, whether you're on the road or at home, it just kind of depends on how you execute and what you do between the lines. So, but it definitely is more convenient not having to get on a bus.
Well, how about going against Waverly again? They've got good athletes there, a lot of good skill people.
Yeah, their quarterback's dangerous. Their running back's good. They got some good skill guys. Their line is big. 53 and 55 are good-sized kids. 67's huge. They're well coached. Cal Tway played with Reggie at UNI, so I mean, and he started there for 2 or 3 years. And his dad and grandpa are legends, so we certainly got our work cut out for us.
And a chance to advance to the second round, which is always good.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really thought about that, to be honest with you.
One game at a time.
Yep, we're just trying to get through this one.
And do your job, right?
That's the last thing we told them in the chapel after we said rosary.
There you go. All right, best of luck tonight, Coach.
Thanks for being here, Scott. Thanks.
All right, back with more from Xavier right after this. Spinal Corrective Center, PC, 3800 River Ridge Drive, Northeast in Cedar Rapids. Dr. Gene Kretzinger and Dr. Janet Kuehl provide education to families on healthy living and wellness. If you want to reach optimum health and peak performance levels or are suffering from injury, pain, and other health problems, the chiropractic care they provide can give you relief and stability. Spinal Corrective Center PC has over 50 years combined experience in chiropractic care. And athletes, let us help you perform at 100% through sports chiropractic care. Call today at 393-3996 to schedule an appointment or go online at spinalcc.com. Spinal Corrective Center PC, delivering quality chiropractic care for the body to function at its highest level. Are you looking for one unique workout location that combines everything you're looking for? The House of Iron is redefining the Cedar Rapids area fitness landscape. House of Iron isn't just another gym, it's a sanctuary for anyone seeking to transform their life through physical and mental well-being. Sporting state-of-the-art equipment and hexagonal lighting, not only is the space illuminated with a sense of energy and purpose, you will be too. Take advantage of our other amenities like a cold plunge, a sauna, ultra-modern locker room, showers, and a picture and posing room, and more. House of Iron offers monthly memberships as well as personal training sessions for people of all ages and ability. Whether you're a seasoned fitness enthusiast or just beginning your wellness adventure, House of Iron promises to be more than just a gym. It's a beacon of hope, positivity, and vitality. House of Iron with 2 locations on the west side and in the historic World Theater Building downtown. Looking for the best in commercial and residential flooring? At Schumacher Carpets and More, it's the little things that count. Family owned since 1987, the professionals at Schumacher have what you're looking for. Whether it is carpet, luxury vinyl plank, ceramic, laminate, or wood, their personal service and quality products set Schumacher apart in the flooring industry. Famous for a relaxed and pressure-free shopping experience, let the experts at Schumacher Carpets and More break down your options with just a simple conversation. Call, visit, or request an online quote from their website today. Back with you here at Saints Field. Scott Unash, John Hegarty with you. Happy Halloween to everybody out there. We haven't forgotten about that. Some of the, down to our right, some of the students from Xavier dressed in some Halloween costumes down there. So everyone's celebrating Halloween. We're going to do it at the football game with a little Snicker bar.
They even got us candy up here tonight. How about
Pretty
that?
nice deal. Pretty nice deal. Adam McDonald and everybody here at Xavier helping us out with that. This is the 8th meeting overall between Xavier and Waverly Shell Rock. They've all been since 2014 when Xavier went to the second highest class in the state of Iowa as far as the football classifications are concerned. Xavier 7-0 against Waverly Shellrock, including that win earlier this year by a score of 42-21. Time to take a look at the keys to tonight's ball game. They're brought to you by the Cedar Rapids Iowa City Building Trades Council. They represent 18 building trade unions up and down the corridor. Apprenticeships available, and you can find out more by visiting their website at cricbt.org. You promised me a special key tonight, so I will throw it to you.
Yes, and longtime faithful listeners of our broadcast, Scott, are going to hear me say something tonight they can never imagine that I would have said as a key to the game. It'll be number 2 out of 3. First of all, Xavier needs to get off to another white-hot start. When they played in the first matchup, Xavier scored 3 touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, 14 minutes off the clock, and they already were up 21-0. In addition to that, the defense clamped down, 3 3-and-outs. If they can repeat that performance tonight on the first 3 possessions again, that's going to really go a long way to helping this Saints team cruise. Number 2, here it is. They've got to smother Hegarty again. They have a very good running back in McIver Hegarty. Hegarty has run for over 700 yards this year, but in that first matchup, they held him to, wait for it, 6 yards in the first half. And he ended up with only about 60 for the entire game. So if the defense for Xavier can come out and smother Hegarty, their tailback again, that's going to be a huge key to that. And finally, number 3, Xavier's got to do what they do best, and that is play with a great amount of motion, but also have the discipline to execute, especially now that you come to playoff time. One of the things that Coach Schulte failed to say, and I thought sure he would in his discussion with you at the pregame, Scott, is that we got to eliminate mistakes, because it's the mistakes at postseason that can doom any team, even the best of them.
And that we saw that last year in the second round, the quarterfinals against North Polk. Xavier played them pretty much head up. Probably the best anybody played them all year, but a couple of big mistakes in the second half doomed them that night. So those are your keys to tonight's ball game, brought to you by the Cedar Rapids Iowa City Building Trades Council. We'll start with our starting lineups here tonight before the national anthem. They're brought to you by Plum Supply Kitchen and Bath. Make Plum Supply your starting spot for your kitchen and bath remodel. They're located at 1716 Blair's Ferry Road Northeast in Cedar Rapids. For the home standing Xavier Saints, Andrew Pladsen at left tackle. The 6'3", 240-pound junior. Xander Armstrong at left guard, 6'1", 185 and a senior. The center is Travis Jasper at 213 and a senior. And right now, our national anthem. And our national anthem here at Saints Field tonight, as we'll continue with our starting lineups, brought to you by Plum Supply Kitchen and Bath on Blair's Ferry Road Northeast in Cedar Rapids. The right guard, Keegan Galnoff at 5'11", 190 to junior. Right tackle, Andrew Renner, 210-pound junior. A.J. Evans signed to play basketball. James Madison, 6'9", 215 and a senior at tight end. The quarterback is Cash Parks, the 6'2", 205-pound junior. He's had a terrific year at the helm for Xavier with 21 touchdowns and only 1 interception so far. Wide receivers, Ryan Kelly, he's the main guy, 5'9", 155 and a senior. Sam Luke at 6'2", 180 and a senior. Carter Hoffman is the tailback, 180 and a senior. And Dusty Cook, the fullback, 5'10", 190 and a junior for Dwayne Schulte and the Xavier Saints. For Waverly Shellrock, their quarterback is going to be Caleb Shipper. He is a 6'1", 180-pound senior. As John mentioned, McIver Haggerty is the running back. He is a good one. His brother, the big wrestler, a couple years ago, and very good football player. And he is a 6', 190-pound senior. They'll go with the wingback. That's Cale Dewey. He is a senior, 5'9", 190. Their number one receiver is Brady Bodensteiner. He is a 6'2", 190-pound senior. Thomas Meyer Littlebridge in there as well. He is a 6'2", 200-pound senior. The tight end, Brady Willis, at 6'1", 180, and a senior. Up front, left tackle, Matt Langer, 265 and a senior. Ian Sedgwick at left guard, 260 and a senior. The center is Porter Behrens, 190 and a senior. The right guard is Owen Kelly, 6'2", 225 and a senior. And Mason Hendricks at right tackle, 6'7", 320 and a senior. 5 seniors up there on the front line for the Go-Hawks of Waverly Shellrock, as the captains meeting at the 50-yard line for the coin toss. And Xavier in their home navy once again with the white numbers and the silver trim. Waverly Shellrock wins the toss. They have deferred their choice to the second half, and Xavier will get the ball first. Our opening kickoff brought to you by the House of Iron. No matter where you are in your fitness journey, you're welcome at House of Iron. Online at houseofironcr.com with 2 locations, the West Side and the historic World Theater Building in downtown Cedar Rapids. Xavier in their home navy blue, as we mentioned, with the big white numerals, silver pants, silver helmets, and WSR in the visiting white jerseys with the black numerals, black pants, and the yellow helmet, as it will be kicking off Gavin Backhole. He'll kick off from left to right, and Ty Weiss along with Will Foreman will drop back twin safeties at about the 5-yard line. Temperature at game time, 48 degrees, a little bit of a breeze, not much, east-southeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. John, expect anything. Waverly Shellrock's playing with house money. Expect everything and anything tonight from the Go-Hawks.
Yeah, and after what happened in this first matchup with the continuous clock and Xavier having their way, who knows? They may just Katie bar the door.
May see an onside, we'll see. They will kick it deep, right down the middle, low line driver, and will bounce into the end zone on one hop. And Xavier will have it at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for Cash Parks and Company. Xavier offense averaging 41 points a game. Waverly Shellrock defense giving up 20.7 points a game, giving up 288 yards per contest is the Go-Hawk defense. They'll play a base 4-3. And it will be Xavier with the football first at the 20-yard line here in this first round Class 4A game. In Pod A, winner will meet either North Scott or ADM. And that will be next Friday night. High formation, and Parks will swing it out to Kelly on the first play. Nice sidestep at the 25, across the 30 into the 31. Bodensteiner on the tackle, gain of 11. We saw that in the Decorah game, John.
Well, you're going to see that as long as you get a soft cornerback coverage there. 8 yards downfield, they're going to throw that at will.
Gain of 11 and a Saint first down. As they'll take it to the 31-yard line. Luke out to the right side. They'll put Kelly in the flanking spot to the right. Here is the toss. They'll go that way to the strong side. Hoffman cutting it back, broke a tackle, 35, puts a move on 40, 45, and almost got away. Touchdown saving tackle made by Jack Elsemiller, the middle linebacker, at the 47-yard line after a gain of 16.
Yeah, good cutback there against the grain, and that caught the secondary napping a little bit. One lone Go-Hawk left, or he's gone.
Up front for Waverly Shellrock, Brady Willis, along with Owen Lawless, Ian Sedgwick, and Matt Langner. 4-man front, 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line, and they'll give it to Kelly on the reverse. Going to the far side, 50, Waverly Shellrock territory, 40, 35, cuts it back at the 30, still on his feet, down the sideline, broke a tackle, and he's going to go. Touchdown, Xavier. 53 yards on the reverse to Ryan Kelly. Broke at least 2 tackles there, but there is a flag, and it's coming back. and it's going to be a hold on Xavier.
Everybody was all excited except for the quarterback, Cash Parks, and he saw the flag and started waving his teammates to come back.
So they will get the yardage and then back it up from there. So we're going to do it all over again. It's going to be a 1st and 10 once again.
Well, and that's a shame, too, because that was one of those gadget trick plays that you can't pull out of the hat again probably very easily in this game, and now it's gone for naught.
So first down still at the 47-yard line. So wave off the Kelly 53-yard reverse. Twin receivers to the left. Tight eye, and they'll throw it out to Kelly again and gets into Go Hawk territory. Brought down at the WSR 49-yard line. That's going to be a quick pickup of 4. It's, like we said in the Decorah game, John, that's basically a long handoff.
And if you get soft coverage, which is what Waverly Shellrock's doing right now, you're going to see more and more of those. Once they start biting up, then they'll start throwing deep.
Receiver left and right. No score just underway in this 4A first rounder. Carter Hoppin off tackle right as he's brought down by Matt Langner as he'll get down to the Go Hawk 47-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 2, and Saints will face their first 3rd down of the night.
Hoffman took a big hit there by a couple of different Go Hawks who came up and whacked him, I mean, but good. This is where the 3rd down situation usually calls for a play-action pass to the fullback, Dustin Cook, out of the backfield.
Cook will stay in the backfield. They'll put twin receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Off the quick count, they'll throw the slant. It's caught by Ty Weiss, and he's got the first down. He'll take it down to the Waverly Shellrock 36-yard line. That'll be a gain of 11 and a Saint first down.
Weiss got downfield 3 or 4 yards beyond where he needed to move those chains, and then just did a nice little hook and curl pattern in there.
So many weapons for Cash Parks, and he will use them all. And it's starting to spit rain here, John. Maybe it's something with us and Xavier.
And the open window in front of one of us.
1st and 10, wide side of the field to the right. They'll toss it that way to Hoffman. Makes a sidestep at the 35, kicks it outside to the 30-yard line. Corralled by Bodensteiner, got away, and gets a first down. As Hoffman will take it inside the 25-yard line, and that will be a first down on a pickup of 12.
Carter Hoffman showed why he is such a good running back on that particular sweep to the wide side of the field. He read his blocks patiently, and then once he knew where he was going to be able to pick up a lot of real estate, he just took off.
1st and 10, Xavier. First possession of this 4A first round game. 9:21 to play, or 9:22 when the clock stopped. Here in the first quarter. Parks under center, turns, hands it off to Hoffman. Started left, back to the right, broke another tackle. Still on his feet, down to the 20-yard line. Brought down by Bodensteiner and home guard on a very young Waverly Shellrock team. A lot of juniors and sophomores on both of these teams, John, and that's a pickup of 5.
When one of them shot through there and met the ball carrier at the handoff mesh point there. But again, great elusive running and refusal to go down. Let's Hoffman keep that from being a tackle for a loss.
Carter Hoffman coming in with 846 yards, so he'll need 154 to break that 1,000-yard mark tonight. Lone man in the backfield. Cook in stutter motion to the right. They'll run the counter. Got a kick out block 15. Hoffman down close to the 10. And they'll mark him out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
Love that play call. You're getting full flow now from the defense of Waverly. And so they're biting hard on any initial full flow. Come back with that counter. Leaves everybody on their heels.
Keep you updated on other games tonight on the Emil Hideaway out-of-town scoreboard. Our first half brought to you by Spinal Corrective Center. Doctors Kuhl and Kretzinger. They deliver state-of-the-art chiropractic care for athletes and their entire family in the River Ridge Executive Park and online at spinalcc.org. Kelly coming in motion. He'll get it on the jet sweep. Cook out in front and trying to get to the corner. Kelly couldn't do it. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to reverse, but in a different fashion that time.
Yeah, and they overloaded almost a stack of an unbalanced sort of a line into the boundary on the short side of the field, and then ran Kelly all the way back without much blocking on the wide side.
No gain, 2nd down and 10. The Xavier drive has taken 4 minutes here off the first quarter clock. No score. as the Saints will send Kelly in motion around the formation, and he will get it on the pitch out, and he's going to lose some yardage. Read well. Merrick Haggerty, another Haggerty, will bring him down.
And that was a variation on speed option that we have yet to see this year, Scott, as a motion man came back to get the pitch on that speed option into the boundary on the wide side.
3rd down and 12 in the red zone, just inside the 15-yard line. No score. Xavier on the move. They'll put Hoffman wide to the left. Cook will stay in the backfield. Twin receivers to the right. Shotgun snap, Parks. He'll fake. Under pressure. Being chased. Rolls right. Throws. And it's incomplete. He was being chased by a couple of Go-Hawks. Easton Jorgensen, another sophomore linebacker, put the pressure on him.
Yeah, primary receiver was covered there. And then the pressure came to bear. And Parks had to come out and roll out to his right and then just get rid of the ball to keep the good field position for the kick.
Owen Vasquez will come out to try the field goal. This will be a 32-yard attempt for the near side hash mark.
32-yard attempt.
And before, well, they're going to move it up a little bit.
New spot.
Everybody moves up 2 feet. So now it's going to be a 31-yard field goal. As the snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. 31-yard field goal by Vasquez gives Xavier the lead. Saints 3 and Waverly Shell Rock nothing. We'll come back with the kickoff after this here on CRM Live Sports.
American Family Insurance agent Kurt Gustafson is committed to inspiring and protecting dreams right here in Cedar Rapids and the surrounding area. He starts by getting to know you and your needs and build a free auto, home, or life insurance quote. By bundling policies, we can often offer a variety of discounts. Whether you're purchasing a car, buying property, managing an investment property, starting a small business, or leaving behind a legacy, we've got your back as you pursue your dreams, and we'll help protect them. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. See Kurt Gustafson Agency of American Family Insurance on Johnson Avenue Southwest, right across from the Johnson Avenue Hy-Vee for more details. Bim Ritter Sportswear in Cedar Rapids is your complete apparel and headwear provider. Bim Ritter is your one-stop store for screen print and embroidery for polos, t-shirts, hats, and more for any age from newborn to adults. Need screen printing or embroidery for your company or a special event? Bim Ritter is the answer, as they work with local teams, clubs, organizations, and businesses from startup to finish to provide the look that you need with exceptional turnaround time. Bim Ritter is also the local apparel supplier for the Cedar Rapids Colonels and Rough Riders. Bim Ritter Sportswear, 817 2nd Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Call them at 364-3479 and visit them online at bimritter.com.
Line drive kick coming down to Bodensteiner. He's going to try to get to the left side the long way, and he couldn't get to the corner. Going to be brought down at the 15-yard line. And that's where Waverly Shell Rock will put it into play. 1st and 10 with Xavier on top 3-0 on the Vasquez field goal from 31 yards out.
Go-Hawks faked a handoff on that, but it did not fool anybody.
Xavier's got terrific, terrific special teams. Always have, always will. 1st and 10. Meyer Lillibridge along with Bodensteiner to the right. Shipper is the shotgun, although I'm not sure is that Shipper or not. Off the fake, they'll throw the quick pass, and it's dropped out in the flat, incomplete.
It's not.
No, that was Tate Lolk. He is the backup, 5'9", 150-pound junior. They've been rotating quarterbacks this year.
And he's coming over to Coach Twait, and he's getting the call and coming back in, so this is going to be interesting.
So Lolk is going to be in there as the quarterback, it looks like.
At least for the first series.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Kyver Haggerty is the setback, the lone setback. Lolk, not a big quarterback. And he'll get the snap, and he'll hand it off, and not much doing for Haggerty. Tried that left side, got back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Zach Borcherding looked like the first one to get to him. And it'll be a 3rd down. Call it a long 9 coming up. And you know, with Cal Twait and a former offensive lineman as your coach, John, you know they want to establish the run for the Go Hawks. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Lalk on 3rd down and 9. Play clock down to 7. Gets the shotgun snap. Short drop. Looks left. Comes back to the right. Throws, and it's incomplete. Try to get it to Meyer Lillibridge. Michael Bean out there on defense for Xavier, and it'll be a 3-and-out for Waverly Shellrock.
Good pressure coming from the Saint defense there. Hurried that throw. And now the question, as has been all year, are you going to punt it into the boundary and deny the Saints a chance to set up their famous wall punt return, or are you going to roll the dice and kick it to them?
Gavin Bachholt, averaging 35 yards a kick, will punt it away. Line of scrimmage to 16. Kelly and Weiss back to get it, and they're going to kick it away from everybody, and it's a shank kick. Will go out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. Make it the 37-yard line. Only going to be a 21-yard punt, and we've seen it time and time again, John.
Well, first of all, punters don't like kicking the ball out of bounds. They want to get their foot into it and kick it as far downfield as they can. And so your mechanics are off just a little bit, I think, when you're told to kick it out of bounds. But I'm not even sure that hit the meat of his foot.
So 1st and 10, Xavier with great field position at the Waverly Shellrock 37-yard line. Luke coming out to the right. Now flip-flop. Kelly will go out to the left. Cook empties the backfield. He'll go that way off the fake pitch. Parks throws middle of the field. A.J. Evans with the catch of the 15. The big tight end down to the 10-yard line. That will be a pickup of 27 right down the middle.
Split 2 defenders, got behind the linebackers and in front of the free safety. And it didn't really matter anyway, because when you're as tall as A.J. Evans is, you go up and get the ball.
Gain of 27 for the All-State basketball player. As we mentioned, verbally committed to play his college basketball at James Madison. And a pretty good tight end, too. High formation, 1st down and goal. Xavier at the 10-yard line. Handoff Hoffman. Big hole right side. Cuts it back at the 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Xavier. For Carter Hoffman, touchdown number 14 on the year for the senior tailback.
Brilliant blocking. A hole that you could drive a truck through there. Great job by the offensive line of the Saints.
Took advantage of the short field.
Here comes the swinging gate, Scott.
Going to have to watch this here. Vasquez out there, and they will line up to kick the extra point. As Cook will be the holder for Vasquez. Good snap, placed down, kick is up, and it is good. 10-0 in favor of number 1 Xavier here with 5:33 to play in the 1st quarter. We're back after this. You're listening to high school playoff football here on CRM Live Sports.
Carpenters Local 308 in Cedar Rapids is a member of the North Central States Regional Council of Carpenters, representing nearly 27,000 members and their families in the upper Midwest. The union is dedicated to protecting and elevating the economic and social conditions of all workers and to provide our industry with the best trained, most productive, and safest workforce available. Carpenters Local 308 is always looking for new workers to join their ranks. Apprenticeship classes and training are available for you to become a skilled worker for your career. More information on Carpenters Local 308 is available at carpenterslocal308.org. Epiphany Dermatology is a full-service dermatology practice that treats all conditions of the skin, hair, and nails. Dr. John Wollner has been practicing and treating patients for over 30 years. Epiphany Dermatology has built a reputation based on reliable customer service and quality skin and hair loss treatments. Epiphany Dermatology also places a special emphasis on skin cancer prevention, screenings, and treatment. Call them to book an appointment at 363-9936 and visit their website at epiphanydermatology.com. Epiphany Dermatology, 5264 Council Street Northeast, Suite 700 in Cedar Rapids.
Noah Johnson on the return, picked it up at the 3, and is going to bring it back across the 20 out to the 23-yard line. As I mentioned, we'll keep track and everything on the Emils Hideaway out-of-town scoreboard, John. 5A, early. Prairie 7, Valley nothing. You know, it would not shock me.
Nope. You never know which Prairie team you're going to get this year, and if you get the one that's clicking on all cylinders, you better watch out.
First down for Waverly Shellrock, as they will put Lalk in there still as the quarterback. They'll put Dewey in motion from right to left, and now another motion man, and they'll toss it. And trying to get around was Nolan Johnson, couldn't do it. Coming right to left, he got the little flip, and he's going to lose a couple. And right now, Xavier's just winning that battle up front.
Big offensive lineman for Waverly Shellrock, but they're just not getting off the ball. Of course, you can credit those front four, the defensive side for Xavier, for getting across their face and getting into the gaps.
Going to be a loss of 1. Actually, that's going to go down as a pass. And it'll be second down and 11 coming up. 2 on the receivers out to the right, including Ryland Peters in his first action tonight. Lalk in the shotgun, looks right, throws short left, catch made at the 25, but nothing doing. Big hit, Morio was over there. Who else but Bo Morio? And it's going to bring up a third down and long for Waverly Shellrock at the 26-yard line. Going to be a pickup of about 5 right there. 0 for 1. Waverly on third down tries tonight. Lalk in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 2 out to the right. Play clock at 8. As Lalk off the fake, going to throw it out in the flat. It's off the receiver's hands, incomplete. Try to get it to Thomas Meyer Lillibridge, and it went right off his hands. Wasn't going to go very far anyway if he had caught that, John.
And it was hanging suspended in midair there for just a second. There was almost a thought that it could be intercepted, but they will bring out the punt team again for the Go Hawks.
Second 3 and out. Second punt. And again, it'll be Twins back at the 40-yard line. Kelly and Weiss to get the punt from Gavin Bachhold. Here comes the rush, just got it away, and a high kick, and a fair catch made by Weiss at the 39. A good punt. It's going to be a 34-yard punt and no return. Well, if you don't kick it out of bounds, John, you might as well kick it up the elevator shaft as high as you can.
And if you've got the ability, which that young man has got the foot to do it, that's preferable to kicking it out of bounds in my book.
They'll mark it at the 40-yard line. 10-0 Xavier here in the first quarter. The number 1 Saints looking the part here so far in the first quarter. Offset eye to the left side, tight formation. And now Cook will go in motion. Off the fake, Parks back to throw. Has all day, throws right sideline. Catch by Luke to the 40, to the 30. Sidesteps 1 to the 20, and he's gone. 10-5 touchdown, Xavier. 60 yards on the quick out. Got the stock block, made a nice cut back, and Sam Luke into the end zone.
Boy, and he put the afterburners on there. Once he broke that first tackle, there was nobody left to even come in and try and get a shoestring on him.
One play for Xavier. And again, the swinging gate, but they'll bring it across. As the Saints looking good here in the first quarter. Parks to Luke on that 60-yard touchdown. Here's the extra point try. It's up, and it is perfect. 3 for 3, 2 touchdowns and a field goal for Xavier on their first 3 drives. 3:39 to play here in the opening quarter, and it's 17-0. Number 1 Xavier back after this on CRM Live Sports.
If using your head and hands to work smart and learn a career appeals to you, and if working with good people and doing good work interests you, then a career with the plumbers and pipe fitters of Local 125 is a great choice for you. From residential plumbing to commercial construction, members of Local 125 do the highly skilled work that lays the foundation for community development. Local 125 also provides world-class training through a comprehensive apprenticeship and continuing education program. Good work, good money, good people, great career. For more information, go online to ualocal125.org. At Hunt Graphic Innovations, it's the personal touch that counts. If you're serious about creating an eye-catching website or need assistance in graphic design for print, newsletters, posters, signs, or banners, Hunt Graphic Innovations has the experience to help get the job done. With personal attention and competitive pricing, discover the difference Hunt Graphic Innovations can make for you.
Scott Unash, John Haggerty back with you here at Saints Field. Xavier with the 17-0 lead and a barrage of big plays here in the first quarter. Vasquez with the approach and the kick. Low line drive. Johnson backpedaling at the 3. Comes up the middle, 10 to the 15 and got upended. Did not get to the 20-yard line. And the man coming down to make the play on special teams for Xavier, I believe Will Foreman. And Xavier's had the field position in the first quarter, John. Waverly Shell Rock has not. Pretty simple.
The Gohawks haven't gotten past the 30-yard line yet either.
They'll have it at the 20. It'll be 1st and 10 for Lolk and company. Xavier showing the blitz. Here's Lolk back to throw. Lobs the left side, man wide open, and he drops it. He had a receiver wide open, Ryland Peters. And that would have been a touchdown, John.
He had 3 or 4 steps on the defenders for Xavier. That would have been an easy 6.
A double move on the far side, and Xavier was bringing everybody that time for Jim O'Connell.
Yeah, O'Connell is down there right now rubbing his John Deere sweatshirt that he's wearing today, saying thank you, thank you, thank you.
2nd down and 10. As Peters and Bodensteiner would come out to the right. One receiver up top to the left. Haggerty, the lone setback. Again, back to throw Lolk. He'll throw it in the right flat. Catch made by Peters. Gets to the 25-yard line and whipped ahead, and he's going to have a 1st down. Across the 30 to the 31. Michael Bean on the stop. Got helped by Carson Mahoney. The first down of the night for Waverly Shell Rock. And that will be a Gohawk 1st down.
Bean and Mahoney, a couple of names that you will recognize if you're a faithful listener of Xavier's defense, because along with Bull Morrow, they're the 3 leading tacklers for the Saints.
Austin Dostal in there at one end for Xavier. 1st down and 10 at the 31-yard line. Wide side of the field to the left. Lolk in the pistol. He'll get the snap, and he's going to throw. Throws the out. High catch made. Peters, and a short gain. Got popped as he got to the 35-yard line. Coming up for Xavier to make the tackle, Caleb Lofswald. The 5'9", 160-pounder. And that's going to be a pickup of 4. And that's their version of the throw to Kelly that Xavier's been doing so well.
Yes, it is. Quick release by their quarterback. He knows he's going to have pressure. He can't hold on to it very long. He's got to go to his primary receiver every time.
Lolk is only 5'9", 150. On 2nd down, here's the pass out in the flat tip, but it goes to Bodensteiner. Made the catch, and he got to the 40 and close to a 1st down. Going to be a yard short. Bean was there along with Nolan Wilgenbush, and he'll make it a 3rd down and 1.
Bodensteiner, the leading receiver for the Gohawks. 5 touchdowns on the year. He's going to be the go-to guy if they need it.
Valley has come back late in the first quarter. It's 7-7 now in West Des Moines tonight. Between two
Could
teams.
be a lot of points on the board in that game.
Yeah, 2 teams in orange and black. 3rd down and 1. Offset eye to the right. And Lolk in the backfield will fake. He'll throw it short and complete. As he faked the handoff to Haggerty, tried to get it out the outside to Meyer Lillibridge and threw it in the dirt.
Defensive coordinator Jim O'Connell dialed up the pressure there too. 3 linebackers coming. He had to do something or eat it.
I do not see a punter out there.
I don't either. I think they've got to roll the dice here, don't they?
Yep. 4th and 1 at their own 40. It's 17-0 Xavier. As the Saints have scored in their first 3 drives. Haggerty, the lone setback on the left hip of Lolk.
Are we hard count here?
Play clock down to 5, and they are going to hike it. Off the fake, Lolk will take it himself. He didn't get there. Not the biggest quarterback in the world, and he had no shot. All kinds of Saints.
Not only did he not get there, he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
As you name a Saint, and they were there. That entire left side of the defense for Xavier, led by Sam Schinberg.
And that was not a quarterback sneak. They snapped it back to him, and then he kind of tried to look around for any kind of an opening, and he just couldn't find one.
Minute 16 to play, first quarter, and Xavier's got it right back at the Waverly Shellrock 39-yard line. Wide side of the field to the right, handoff to Hoffman, right, cuts it back to middle of the field, gets 4 to the 35-yard line. As coming up to make the stop for the Go Hawks was Mason Henricks. Big 6'7", 320-pounder. That's going to be a pickup of 4. Hoffman's had a great first quarter. Everybody for Xavier's had a great first quarter, John. Second down coming up for the Saints. And there is the option to the short side. Hoffman's got it at the 30-yard line, a stiff arm, and he's out of bounds. And he's close to a first down, as he will take it to about the 27-yard line. That will move the chains on the gain of 8, and another Saint first down.
And just when you think you've seen it all in all of our years of doing this, covering, we get yet another variation of speed option tonight. The second time we've seen variations on speed option that the Schultes have never shown. At least not while we've been calling.
Keep everybody off balance, right?
Well, and that's a large part to their success.
Could be the final play of quarter number 1. That has been owned by Xavier. And there's the toss short side. Fumble. Ball was loose. And the Saints did fall on it. As Cook fell on it. Tried to get it to the fullback. And actually going to gain about 5 on that fumble.
Yeah, they came up lucky on that. They couldn't quite figure out if it was going to be a handoff or a pitch. And it was somewhere in between.
Xavier's going to let the first quarter clock expire. After 1, the unbeaten number 1 Saints lead it 17-0 over Waverly Shellrock. And we'll come back with quarter number 2 for you right after this here on CRM Live Sports.
In your search for a cozy, one-of-a-kind meal, make plans to visit Cava House Cafe in downtown Swisher. Stop in for breakfast and lunch at Cava. Mornings, try one of their homemade pastries, fresh scones, cinnamon rolls, muffins, coffee cake, or have a serving of hot breakfast casserole. The lunch menu includes a variety of hearty and hot cold sandwiches. The Texas smoked brisket is a fan favorite, or try one of their fresh, never frozen Angus beef burgers. And no meal is complete without a dessert from Cava's Pastry Cabinet. Their signature black bottom cake and carrot cake are worth every calorie. And top it off with a scoop of Dan and Debbie's ice cream. One visit for Sunday brunch and you'll be hooked. And be sure to check out Cava's gift shop for unique candles and gifts. Customers all say when you walk in the door, you feel like you've stepped into a Hallmark movie. Come share a random moment at Cava House Cafe in downtown Swisher. First Federal Credit Union has been helping homeowners for almost a century. Options are crucial when it comes to a first-time home purchase, mortgage refinancing, or a bill consolidation loan. Being able to select the absolute best loan for your situation can literally save you thousands of dollars over the life of the loan. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or an experienced homeowner, First Federal Credit Union will work to find the solution that is right for you. Learn more at firstfedcu.com. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Second quarter about to get underway. Scott Unash, John Hegarty with you for a playoff first rounder, and it's been all number 1 Xavier. 17-0 over Waverly Shellrock, and looking for more. Trip receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Cook the lone setback. First play of quarter number 2 coming up on a second down and 6. And it's a quarterback draw. Parks got it. Coming right. Broke a tackle. 20-15. Up the hash marks inside the 10. And cash down to the 7-yard line on a gain of 16.
Took a big hit at about the 6-yard line.
Little slow to get up there, too.
A little bit.
Total yardage first quarter, John, 181 for Xavier, 24 for Waverly Shellrock.
Yeah, the Go Hawks have yet to get past their own 40.
Weiss will come into the ball game. They're going to go with some extra wide receivers here. Play clock at 10. Parks kind of trying to shake out the cobwebs there. Cook the lone setback. On first down, they'll run the option. Pitch out. Cook right side, and he gets to the 5-yard line. Elsa Miller, along with Johnson, hit him right there after the pickup of 2.
Yeah, that speed option into the short side of the field. So if you're going to pitch that, you better do it fast.
And he did. Second and goal at the 5. Saints with the 17-0 lead and looking for more. First half brought to you by Spinal Corrective Center PC at spinalcc.org. Second down and goal. 2 receivers to the left, and off the fake. Parks left side, he trots in for the touchdown. Faked it to Cook and took it in, and it's 23-0 in favor of Xavier.
Yep, the quarterback read option there, and everybody bit hard on the fake handoff, so he just waltzed in through off tackle.
Do your job. We've
Make
heard it,
plays and execute.
we've heard it before. And that is exactly what the Saints are doing right now. Owen Vasquez out of the Cook hole to try to tack on another extra point. Good snap. Kick is on its way. It's up and good. Vasquez makes it 24-0 with 10:57 to play in the opening half. Back with the kickoff right after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Your search for healthy, fast casual in the downtown is over. Whether it's a quick bite you're looking for or a freshly made smoothie, Stack Wellness Cafe has expanded healthy eating in downtown Cedar Rapids. Business professionals as well as gym goers are singing the praises of our freshly made wraps and breakfast bowls, while the smoothie lover can choose from a variety of nutritious fruit and protein options, including your choice of adding the newest frontline supplements. For a fast, healthy, and convenient downtown option, look no further than Stack Wellness Cafe. Hills Bank is your hometown financial champion, here to help you score some wins. Because at Hills Bank, managing your money is easy. They've got 19 local branches across the corridor, 40,000 surcharge-free ATMs around the country, and online account access at any time. Whether you're a student athlete or a superfan, Hills Bank helps you get in the game. Hills Bank, where it's easy to connect with a banker over the phone or on hillsbank.com. Because we believe banking is better through human connection. Hills Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC member.
Well, Xavier in the first meeting this year invoked the continuous clock early, and if this keeps up, John, they're going to do it again. It's 24-0. 10:57 still to play in the second quarter.
Yeah, we talked in our keys of the game about trying to get that big coming out of the fast white hot early again. They've actually surpassed that.
Here's the approach. Low side winding kick will bounce at the 10. Johnson on the second hop. Picks it up at the 5, at the 10, coming to the short side and driven out of bounds. And coming up with the special teams play, Jonathan Udabasa, Mr. Special Teams for Xavier this year.
Heard his name more than once, haven't we?
Yes, we have. Number 64. Going to be 1st and 10. Go Hawks again. Not good field position at the 17-yard line. As Waverly Shellrock with only 1 first down so far here in the football game.
And yet to get past their own 40.
As Go Hawks will break the huddle. We're at the 1st and 10. Play clock in single digits down to 7. Lalk is still the quarterback. 3 receivers, 2 to the right side. Gets a shotgun snap. Short drop. Going to lob the middle of the field and overshot his receiver. Incomplete. Tried to get it to Peters. And the nearest folks were Michael Bean for Xavier, along with Carson Mahoney. And it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Again, trying to get their leading receiver, Bodensteiner, who's got 5 touchdowns on the season, the big home run ball there. But great coverage by the secondary of Xavier, as well as an overthrown ball.
Dostal, Wilgenbush in there for Xavier. Brady O'Donnell is in there right now as the right side defensive end. Morio, Schimberg, and at the linebacker spot. Off the quick count, Lalk the throw, under pressure, rolls away, throws it away. As he had nobody there, and he had Bo Morio breathing down his neck.
Morio was going to freight train him inside the 5-yard line. Had to pull his punch at the last second.
So it'll be a 3rd down and 10 for Waverly Shellrock. And there aren't many teams built to come back 24-0 job, but this is definitely not one of them. This is a run physical team of Go Hawks.
Yeah, and they're not able to have their starting quarterback out there either, which is hampering them.
One setback, that's Haggerty. Twin receivers tight to the right. Law gets the short snap, rolls right under pressure, then threw it away. Dostal was right there, and he was the one chasing him this time.
Actually got a hold of him and took him down after the throw.
That's going to be another 3 and out for WSR.
So more adventures in punting now with the wall return here. We'll see what Waverly decides to do in terms of punting it to the Xavier or heading out of bounds.
Schimberg in there. Both Schimberg, Sam Schimberg and Jack Schimberg in there in that last defensive stop for Xavier along with Bo Morio. High snap. Punt is away, a wobbler, and down the middle of the field will take a Go Hawk bounce, a big one. Cross the 50 and will be touched up at the 48-yard line. 35 yards, no return on the Bachholt punt.
Well, that's the other option for a punter if you don't want to let the Saints touch it.
Kick it short and get a bounce.
Try and get the big bounce.
8 minutes left in the second quarter over at Valley Stadium. Valley is now taking the lead 13-7 over Prairie, but a missed extra point.
And I got a score here that has some bearing on possibility of next week. ADM up 13-3 in their job there with it's North Scott, right?
Correct. North Scott, a long trip. First down, Parks off play action. Rolls right, throws near sideline. Catch made at the Waverly Shellrock 35-yard line. At the 34, Cook out of the backfield. Is going to go for 18 and a first down.
Cook has got some great receiving stats for a fullback.
He can do so much.
And he's got such soft hands, and he always seems to find that open seam.
And only a junior.
Davenport North and Pella knotted up 7-7 in the second.
Tell you, I think Pella's going to win that game, but we saw North. They've got talent.
Oh, they do. They have some skill people that are scary good.
That Joyner is amazing. Trip receivers to the left on 1st and 10. Parks started to run, stops, throws upfield. Cook again with a catch. 20, 15, and dives ahead down to the 10-yard line before Johnson made the tackle.
Interesting little fake there by Cash Parks. Almost like he was going to tuck it under and run, and then all of a sudden he stopped, stood up straight, delivered the strike downfield to Cook.
10 first downs to 1 in this ball game. Cody Mason, the 6'4", 185-pound second tight end, will come in. Xavier's going to go 2 tight ends. They're going to go with their jumbo package here on 1st and goal at the stripe of the 10-yard line. Quick count, handoff to Hoffman. Left side, broke a tackle, still on his feet. To the 5, toward the goal line, got in, touchdown. Carter Hoffman, second touchdown run of the night. And it is now make it 30-0 in favor of the Saints.
Was that his second 10-yard scamper?
Yes, it was.
4 touchdowns on 4 drives ever since.
I think he's looking healthy.
I think he's healthy. As Xavier is just owning this one so far. Vasquez to try the extra point. Still 9:42 to play here in the opening half, and the extra point try is up and good. Xavier 31, Waverly Shellrock nothing. We'll come back with a kick after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Whether you need long-term care or short-term rehabilitation for your elder, one visit to Westridge Care Center and you'll see what has made them one of the finest nursing care facilities in the area since 1992. At Westridge Care Center, our #1 priority is to make all loved ones in our care safe and healthy. Westridge Care Center implements the Eden philosophy to reflect an environment of living as a habitat for humans instead of a place of frailty and waiting. Call 390-3367 to arrange a tour of their privately owned single-entity facility with private rooms with all the amenities. Westridge Care Center, 3131 F Avenue Northwest, Cedar Rapids, and online at westridgecarecenter.com. End your search for your favorite restaurant in Cedar Rapids. Come to Emil's Hideaway. Emil's is the home for the best-tasting American food around. Choose from your favorites: chicken, pasta dishes, pizzas, burgers, and fries. Whether you're bringing the whole family for a meal or wetting your whistle at our fully stocked bar, there's something to satisfy all ages and tastes at our classic American local restaurant. Need catering for your next party or event? Emil's has that too. Call them for details. Emil's Hideaway, open Monday through Saturday at 4 p.m., is right next to Home Depot and across from Lyndale Mall on 1st Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids.
Vasquez getting ready to restart the game with the Xavier 31-0 lead. Here's the line drive kick running up and having it go off his hands. Bodensteiner picked up by Johnson, and then he gets absolutely trucked. Coming up to make the stop, Rex Commenda on special teams, getting the crowd fired up a little bit. And it will be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Man, I don't think Waverly Shellrock knows what hit him.
Well, that time it was Commenda. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line in this 31-0 lead for Xavier. Waverly Shellrock with the football. As Tate Locke still in there at quarterback. And he'll hand it off. Haggerty coming to the left side, runs into Bomorio. Pushed back by Mahoney as well. They'll give him a yard to the 21-yard line. And that is it.
In this first matchup this year, Haggerty didn't even have 6 yards in the first half. What, has he gotten 6
yet?
He's
got 2 now.
Oh, my.
Wilgen Bush in there for Xavier. Borcherding, Cataldo in there right now. The thing about this defense, John, is that they can just whip people in and out, and they don't lose anything for Xavier, for Jim O'Connell.
Nope. Not a weakness anywhere to be found.
2nd down and 9 from the 21. Locke to throw. Lobs it right side, one-on-one. Coming back and having it knocked away. Incomplete was Peters. Back shoulder on the pass, and it was knocked away by Michael Bean at the last moment. And it's 3rd and 9.
How did he turn around and see that to bat it down?
Made a heck of a play.
He had eyes in the back of his helmet.
Locke is 5 of 14 for 24 yards here in the first half. 8:47 to play, first half. Xavier 31, Waverly Shellrock nothing. And we're going to get a Waverly Shellrock timeout. 8:47 to play, first half. Xavier up big, 31-0. And we'll come back after this here on CRM Live Sports.
In your search to locate a good old-fashioned family-owned pizza joint, skip the run-of-the-mill franchise options and head to Roscoe's Pizza on Edgewood Road behind Taco John's. At Roscoe's, the Hunt family is dedicated to providing mouth-watering pizza prepared from the freshest ingredients available. Choose from our 4 delicious styles of crusts, then add your favorite toppings to create your own personal pizza delight. Need a quick lunchtime alternative? Take advantage of Roscoe's Fast and Go noontime specials. And yes, they even offer gluten-free options. For the tastiest local experience, give the professionals at Roscoe's Pizza a call and surprise your family with a one-of-a-kind eating experience today.
Thanks to Roscoe's Pizza and some of our other great sponsors. Couple scores to throw your way. Iowa City West leading Cedar Falls 14-7 in the second quarter. Liberty up 17-0 over Waukee in the second, but Reese Reddick injured.
Uh-oh.
Injured.
Hope that's nothing serious.
21-7 Regina leading Cascade. Solon leading Benton Community 14-0. Here it's all Xavier. 31-0, 3rd down and 9 for Waverly Shellrock. Here comes a blitz. Short drop. Walk throws the middle into double coverage, incomplete. Going for Peters. As a couple of Saints were back there, Max Doherty and Bean.
Kid's got a live arm, I'll give him that, but he's been under such pressure that when he throws those deep passes, it's just basically winging it. It's a prayer.
This is going to be the 4th 3-and-out. It's been 4 3-and-outs and 1 turnover on downs for Waverly Shellrock. Bachholt to kick it away. as a pair of Saints back and Twins at the 40-yard line. Punt is away. It's a low one, and coming up, making the grab, Weiss got the wall. 50, 45, can he get back 40? Still on his feet, trying to spin away, couldn't do it. Gets down to the Go Hawk 36. Didn't have enough room, I don't think, John.
Well, there was a lot of congestion down there. It's amazing that he picked up the yardage after he caught that he did.
17-yard return down to the Waverly Shellrock 36-yard line, and again.
Man, the starting field position that Xavier's had in this first half is just gaudy.
33 yards on the punt and a 17-yard return. 1st and 10, Cash Parks in the pistol, and he'll hand it off to Hoffman on the sweep. Got to the 30, up the numbers, 25 to the 20, angling outside, and Bodensteiner pushes him out of bounds down at the 14-yard line. 22 more for Carter Hoffman, who's approaching 100.
And when he gets that toss sweep, especially on the wide side of the field, he's got such great eyes and knows how to read his blocks. And when he gets the opening to bounce it out and go down the sideline, he accelerates so quickly. They just can't keep up with him.
That is 97 yards now for Hoffman and 2 touchdowns on 10 carries. 1st and 10 in the red zone once again at the Go Hawk 14-yard line. Parks on the toss. Cook to the corner, broke a tackle. 10, 5, taking Go Hawks with them down to the 1.
No, inside the 1. Oh, now they're changing it.
Oh, they got him a touchdown.
Now they're changing it. The same guy that said his knee was down then changed it to the touchdown.
So Cook gets into the act. 14 yards on that toss. And it is now 37-0, and we're going to have the continuous clock. Saints in the swinging gate, and they'll bring it over.
Busiest man of the night, Owen Vasquez.
As it will be the extra point try out of the Cook hold. Perfect snap, and the kick is up, and it is good. 38-0. Xavier, 8:11 to play here in our game's first half. And we'll come back with the kickoff from Xavier and Saints Field after this here on CRM Live Sports.
At Jersey Mike's, we've offered a sub above since 1956. It starts with bread, fresh baked in our stores every day, topped with quality meats, cheeses, and ingredients sliced and grilled right in front of your eyes. And don't forget to add the juice, the red wine vinegar and olive oil blend that gives a Jersey Mike's subs its exquisite zing. Stop in and visit Jersey Mike's now at their 3 metro locations in the Fountains on the northeast side and on the east end of Marion near the corner of Highways 151 and 13 and Edgewood Road in the Westdale area. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
38-0 as Xavier has dominated this first half of action.
We still got over 8 minutes to play before half.
And they're going to go quickly. They're going to go very, very quickly here. Xavier will take on the winner of ADM and North Scott. That is being played in Adel tonight. The home, the first landing spot of the late, great Larry Niemeyer. Had all those great Adel girls basketball teams and other teams in the past. Down to the 10-yard line. And across the 20-25 is Bodensteiner, and he'll get to the 30-yard line. And he'll go for 20. As it'll be a continuous clock. Hard to believe that. This early in the ball game.
Well, when we said in the keys to the game that one of them, but the number one was to come out white hot again like they did in their first, they could have never guessed that they were going to do this.
Mission accomplished.
And this is the best starting field position Waverly Shellrocks had of the night at their own 31.
Lulk will be in there at the quarterback spot, the junior. Receiver left and right. Now Bodensteiner will come in motion around the formation. We have our first penalty flag of the night.
What's that?
That's a yellow thing.
Haven't seen too many of them, have we?
Or start against Waverly Shellrock.
Of course, I always say this time of year, what do I always say about the officials, Scott?
They get a little bit more of a determination. Let's just say that.
That hanky comes out much more grudgingly come playoff
Yes,
time.
it does. 1st and 15. That's our first flag of the night. Roland Story 7, Van Meter 7. And a two-way battle on 1st and 15. Straight ahead handoff, and getting the penalty yardage back plus a couple more is Haggerty, as he will take it to the 32-yard line for a gain of 7. He's up to 9, John. Gilbert leading Lewis Central 21-14 in the second quarter.
Watch out for Gilbert, man. I think they're for real.
Osage at 21-0 lead over Hampton Dumont Cal. That one in the second quarter. Here it's 38-0 in favor of Xavier. Scored on every possession of the first half. Second down and 9 from the 37, and on the draw, not much, and a fumble. Ball is loose. Xavier pointing in their direction, and they've got it. Saints got the football. Haggerty put it on the ground. Saints come up with it at the 32-yard line. So add a penalty, or add a turnover to all of that. That Xavier's done right.
Man, you look at the starting field position that Xavier has had tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times they've started in Go Hawk territory.
This one will be at the Waverly Shell Rock 32-yard line. Shotgun, handoff, Dawson Doyle in there, and tried to find some running room, couldn't do it. And he ran into big Mason Henricks. And I mean big, the 320-pounder. It'll be no gain. Doyle's had a nice junior campaign as well. Spelling Carter Hoffman, 304, or check that. Want to make sure I got that right. 239 yards for Dawson. And it'll be second down and 10. Cook will stay in there as the fullback. Luke and Kelly will go out to the left side. On second down, here's the throw out to Kelly. Makes a catch at the 30, 25, and close to the 20. Gonna have a first down, as a speedster will take it ahead for about 11, and another Xavier first down. That's the 12th.
Cash Parks just puts that ball right in the hands of his receivers almost every time he passes the ball. It's just effortless the way he flings it.
First and 10, 21-yard line of the Go Hawks. Tight-eye formation. Dawson Doyle will get it off the right side and brought down on a nice solo tackle right at the 20-yard line. Easton Jorgensen, the sophomore linebacker on the stop.
Yeah, and you're going to hear that name because Jorgensen is the leading tackler not only for his team. He's got 49 solos, 68 coming into this game tonight, but he's in the top 10 of 4A.
You don't have to be a big guy to play linebacker. He's not a big guy yet. He's going to grow.
And is only a sophomore, for goodness sake.
Both these teams are pretty young. Second down and 9, wide side of the field right. They'll toss it to Doyle, gets to the 15 and down to the 14-yard line. Jorgensen again on the stop after a gain of 6.
And if you think that A.J. Evans is out there just to catch passes, he's the one that was sealing the block on that to get that extra yardage.
Mason will come in. They'll go 2 tight ends here on third down and a long 2. 38 zip Xavier coming up on 3.5 to play here in the first half. We'll have the Bim Ritter Sportswear halftime show coming up at the break. Parks with 6 in the play clock, hands it off. Doyle, quick burst, 10 to the 5. Doyle stretches out, got down to the 1.
Now we'll see if he changes his mind.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Doyle just could not stretch the ball out in front of him to get across before his knee hit.
So Xavier, like to get Doyle his first touchdown of the year, wouldn't you think?
Boy, he ran that one hard.
Just a quick hitter off that right side. First down and goal, Xavier inside 3 to play first half. Evans tight end to the left. Cook will go tight end, tight to the right. Parks under center. And they'll give it to Doyle, and he got his touchdown.
Coach Schulte heard you from up here in the press box.
Which one?
I think the elder.
So it's Another Xavier score.
7 possessions have yielded 6 touchdowns to go along with the opening field goal.
Doyle's 5th carry of the night, nets his first touchdown of the year. And it's a 44-0 whitewashing right now by Xavier. As Vasquez will get that much used leg out there one more time, and he's got another PAT. 45-0 in favor of the Xavier Saints. And we'll come back with the kickoff from Xavier right after this. You're listening to high school playoff football here on CRM Live Sports.
The Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building Trades Council represents 18 building trade unions in the corridor. Each union provides skilled workers for construction projects throughout the area. Union workers are highly skilled professionals who are determined to better their communities. The building trades unions are always looking toward the future. Training in registered apprenticeships is available. Visit their website at cricbt.org for more information. The Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building and Trades Council, committed to getting the job done right the first time.
Xavier, a big favorite coming in, but I did not think, John, that this was going to end up or turn out to be quite this way.
Now, this has just been something else to see. Waverly Shell Rock, can't get the number of the truck that hit him here.
45-0 lead for the Saints. As Vasquez will get ready to kick it away. Bodensteiner and Johnson. Bodensteiner on the near side. Johnson far side at the 8. Still 2:40 to play here in the first half. As Xavier will again kick it away. Low line driver and on a hop. One of the up backs gets it to the 20. This is Dewey. And he'll take it across the 30 to the 32 before our guy Udabasa got him again.
He makes the most of his time out there, too.
We'll see some of these guys coming up here very quickly, I would imagine. I mean, at this point, we don't have the extreme tightness of the playoff schedule that we had back in the day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. But
this would have been the final week of the regular season back in those days.
Yes, it would have been. And we'd be going Wednesday and then Monday and then Friday.
Yep.
First and 10, 32-yard line. Lulk, short drop, under pressure. Dostal chasing him, trying to get to the corner, and is scored out of bounds by Jack Schimberg. And they're going to mark it at about the line of scrimmage. No gain there. As Dostal and Schimberg escorting him out of bounds. Lofswald in there at that right corner for Xavier. Bean on that left side. And Carson Mahoney in there as the safety for Xavier. On second down, Lulk will throw it in the flat. Catch made and a big hit. That's going to be a big loss. Bean was there along with O'Donnell for Xavier. Going to be a loss of 2. And it could have been more.
Michael Bean had the receiver wrapped up, I think, before he had secured the ball.
Third down and 12 as we're under a minute to play here in the game's first half. From the 30-yard line, far hash mark. Lulk gets a shotgun snap. Going to throw left side, and Peters with the catch and had it knocked away brilliantly by Caleb Lofswald. He had a step on him, took a step, caught it, and had it knocked away.
And that's a metaphor for how this first half has gone for Waverly Shell Rock.
And Gohawks will not have to punt if they choose not to.
I would choose not to.
And I would choose not to. As Cal Twait will send in the play. It's 4th down and 12. Or you could really go for it at this point, John, and you have nothing to lose as long as you use the last 3, 2. Now Xavier's going to, no, Waverly's going to get a timeout. And there is no time on the clock. And did they get it before the expiration of the first half? They must have.
Line judge is saying put 3 seconds back on the clock.
All right. to me, doing the math, that they could have had the clock expire. 45-0 here, John. And
I think I'd want to get in the locker room.
I think I would too. As the Saints, #1 in Class 4A, showing exactly why. We'll have the Bim Ritter Sportswear halftime show coming up the break. We'll take a look at stats. We'll take a look at some of the other games around the state of Iowa.
Not as many to check out tonight as there are in regular season.
56 games tonight. 7 classes, 8 games in each class. And winner of this one will get either ADM or North Scott. As we can give you a score here just ahead of halftime over in West Des Moines. It is Valley 20 and Prairie 7 now. So 3 seconds to play, and they will run a play. Lolk back to throw. Going to throw the middle of the field. Tipped and almost picked off, and that will officially take us to the end of the first half of play. Halftime score, #1, 9-0, Cedar Rapids Xavier, 45, and Waverly Shell Rock, nothing. We'll come back with our Bim Ritter Sportswear halftime report for you right after this, as you're listening to high school playoff football, and it's right here on CRM Live Sports.
Laborers International Union of North America Local 43 is proud to be supporting high school sports. From individual members involved in coaching sports at many different levels to being fans, Local 43 is involved with our young people in the area. Members of Local 43 work in the construction building trades and heavy highway industries and are trained in environmental remediation as well as pipeline work. Local 43 is always seeking new members. LIUNA offers world-class training and education to start a safe career. Information is available at local43.org. First Federal Credit Union is proud to sponsor high school athletics. We understand the hard work and dedication it takes for these students to succeed on the field or in the classroom. At First Federal Credit Union, we work hard every day to listen, solve problems, and are dedicated to finding ways to help you with your financial needs. From home loans to auto loans, checking, or even the best savings rates in town, we're here to help you achieve your goals. Learn more about First Federal Credit Union at firstfedcu.com, member NCUA. Spinal Corrective Center, PC, 3800 River Ridge Drive, Northeast in Cedar Rapids. Dr. Gene Kretzinger and Dr. Janet Kuehl provide education to families on healthy living and wellness. If you want to reach optimum health and peak performance levels or are suffering from injury, pain, and other health problems, the chiropractic care they provide can give you relief and stability. Spinal Corrective Center PC has over 50 years combined experience in chiropractic care. And athletes, let us help you perform at 100% through sports chiropractic care. Call today at 393-3996 to schedule an appointment or go online at spinalcc.com. Spinal Corrective Center PC, delivering quality chiropractic care for the body to function at its highest level. Bim Ritter Sportswear in Cedar Rapids is your complete apparel and headwear provider. Bim Ritter is your one-stop store for screen print and embroidery for polos, t-shirts, hats, and more for any age from newborn to adults. Need screen printing or embroidery for your company or a special event? Bim Ritter is the answer, as they work with local teams, clubs, organizations, and businesses from startup to finish to provide the look that you need with exceptional turnaround time. Bim Ritter is also the local apparel supplier for the Cedar Rapids Colonels and Rough Riders. Bim Ritter Sportswear, 817 2nd Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Call them at 364-3479 and visit them online at bimritter.com.
Back with you at halftime from Saints Field here on the northeast side of Cedar Rapids. Scott Udash, John Haggerty with you. So we get ready for the Bim Ritter Sportswear halftime show. Need screen printing or embroidery for your company or special event? See Gary and the staff at Bim Ritter Sportswear at 817 2nd Avenue Southeast in downtown Cedar Rapids, or online at bimritter.com. And you can call them and find out more at 364-3479. Just an ultimate devastation in that first half, John, by the Xavier Saints. Looking good offensively, defensively, special teams, you name it, all added up to a 45-0 lead.
Yeah, let's just start with their offense. 7 possessions. Started out a little bit shaky, I guess, with the field goal, and then 6 touchdowns in a row. They scored a touchdown or a field goal every time they had the ball, as opposed to Waverly Shellrock, who has still yet to get past their own 40-yard line. That's how dominant this first half has been for Xavier.
Xavier's started on a field goal by Owen Vasquez, 31-yarder to make it 3-0 after the Waverly Shellrock defense had their best stoppage of a Xavier offensive output drive in the first half. But then it was Hoffman, a 10-yard run, Parks to Luke, 60-yard out pattern for a touchdown, broke several tackles. Parks from 5 yards, Hoffman's second touchdown from 10. Dusty Cook got it in from 14, and Dawson Doyle from 1 yard out. And all that adds up to 45-0. And if you are Dwayne Schulte and Reggie Schulte at halftime, you're not only happy with the way everything's going, but you take a look at the balance. 158 in the ground, 166 through the air for Xavier.
And they have shown some things in their playbook tonight, Scott, that we have not seen. So if I'm a defensive coordinator trying to get ready for this team next week, you've already been watching them. You've been putting some ideas in your head, in your notebook and things like that. You're looking at this game tonight and you're going, in the first half alone, I'm scratching my head. How do we have a week to prepare for this team?
How do you rep up your scout team to do this?
Well, that's impossible. That's unachievable. You can try the best that you can, but they'd never be able to replicate what this Saints team brings.
The stat rundown here in the first half at halftime brought to you by Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 125 at UALocal125.org. They represent the highly trained plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC technicians of Eastern Iowa at UALocal125.org. 324 total yards for Xavier, 30 for Waverly Shellrock unofficially in the first half of play. 158 on the ground, 166 through the air for Xavier. Cash Parks is 8 of 9 for 166 yards and 1 touchdown. Ryan Kelly has caught 3 for 26. Luke caught 1 for the 60-yard touchdown. Cook has caught 2 for 42, and a catch apiece for Weiss and A.J. Evans. On the ground, Carter Hoffman with 10 carries for 97 yards and 2 touchdowns. Doyle, 5 carries, 21 yards and a touchdown. Cook, 3 carries, 21 yards and a touchdown. Parks, 2 carries, 21 yards and a touchdown. 13 first downs for Xavier in the first half. 1 penalty. That was the hold that called back a touchdown. 2 in the game.
Right.
1 on Xavier. 1 for 10 yards. For Waverly Shellrock, 30 total yards, 22 through the air. Tate Locke is 6 of 18 for 22 yards in the first half. Bodensteiner's caught a couple. Peters has caught a couple. On the ground, McIver Haggerty only 4 carries for 9 yards in the first half of play. 1 first down for Waverly Shellrock, 1 penalty for 5 yards, and they have 1 turnover, and that led to 7 points for Xavier. Waverly Shellrock 0 for 5 on third downs. They're 0 for 1 on fourth down. Xavier is 1 of 3 on third down tries, and almost a dead heat time of possession. Xavier 12 minutes and 10 seconds to 11:50 for Waverly Shellrock. But a complete dominating first half for number 1 Xavier.
Well, Xavier's been in this territory before, maybe not quite to this degree, but the one thing we've learned through the years about Coach Schulte is that he maybe will have his starters out there on offense for 1 series, and then he will start substituting liberally because there's a lot of players on this roster that have worked very, very hard in practice to get the starters ready, and it's their time to shine now.
Speaking of shining tonight, let's take a look at some of the scores from around the state of Iowa on our Emil's Hideaway out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by the great folks at Emil's Hideaway, 1st Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. They're right across from the Lindale Mall and next to the Home Depot. Thanks to our friend Pat Wallert leading DeWitt Central or Central DeWitt, whichever you prefer, John.
I say it different every time.
21-0 right now for the defending champions in Class 3A. Regina, no problem with Cascade in the second quarter, leading 33-7. I knew this one. This was my answer to the group of death in the Gazette 4 Downs this week. And I thought I did very well. Wapsie Valley, Makokata Valley are tied at 14 in the second quarter. Remember, that's #1 preseason Mac Valley.
Yes.
Taking on unbeaten Wapsie Valley. I saw this one coming. Newton 41, Fort Dodge nothing in the second quarter. Clear Lake, that's still in the first quarter, leading Mount Vernon 14-0. Second quarter, West Delaware having a tussle with Mount Pleasant up at Brown Stadium in Manchester, 21-14.
Yeah, Mount Pleasant's had a nice year.
They have had a nice bounce back year. Kind of hearkening to the days of Bob Jensen back down there.
And Bill Calloway.
And Bill Calloway, absolutely. 5A, Sioux City East leading DCG 20-7. That is late in the second quarter. You've got Grundy Center with a 28-7 lead. What's new?
Yeah.
Over Clarion Goldfield
Grundy's
Dows.
Grundy.
South Hardin second quarter leading Ridgeview 7-0. Sioux Center on top of Des Moines Christian 14-3. Winner of this game is going to get more than likely Xavier, and it's tight right now. Early in the third, 8 a.m. with a 13-10 lead over North Scott. A nice 2.5-hour trip for our friends from Eldridge tonight. Lewis Central has tied Gilbert in the second quarter, 21-21. Pella 7, Davenport North 7 in the second. North Polk shutting out Glenwood 21-0 in the second quarter. Iowa City West 21-10 up at Cedar Falls.
Wow. Well, now we saw them last week, and they are clicking on all cylinders
They
right
are
now.
good. Sioux City Heelan 28-0 in the second quarter over Atlantic. Mid Prairie shutting out Mediapolis 39-0 at halftime. Liberty leading Waukee 20-6, but Reese Reddick injured during the first half of that game. Johnston 12, Ankeny Centennial 6, just ahead of half. And whatever magic pixie dust they use in Runnels.
Southeast Polk.
7-0 over Ankeny in the second quarter in Ankeny.
They just know what to do come playoff time.
This one's over already because they have a doubleheader in Carroll tonight. Kemper beat Odebolt, Arthur, Battle Creek, Ida Grove, the Fighting DeJeans, 26-15 tonight. And so those are a few of the scores. Let's see if we can track down a few more here before we get ready for our second half of action. Xavier on top here, 45-0 as they lead Waverly Shell Rock here at the break.
As we welcome in many of you who we know are listening tonight online, judging by the stands. And, Miami, it's a little chilly and damp out there.
And it's Halloween.
And it's Halloween, so it's a little spooky, but.
A little spooky. Western Dubuque 10, Decorah 10. I thought that was going to be a pretty good one. Reddick is back, according to
okay, that's
Jeff
good
Johnson.
news.
That is very good news. Underwood leading West Marshall 22-7. And see if we can find some other scores here. Dyersville Beckman with a 21-0 lead. And that is at the halftime break. Wilton 8, West Branch 7 at the Little Rose Bowl. That is at halftime.
Those two no strangers to playoffs.
No, they are not. Or to one another.
In playoffs, right.
From the old Eastern Iowa Hawkeye
In fact, Wilton kind of did a number on them last year, didn't they?
I believe that was 2 years
ago.
Is
that 2 years ago
I
now?
think it might have been 2 years ago. Clear Lake at half, leading Mount Vernon, but only 14-0. Mount Vernon showing very well after a pretty long trip.
And Mount Vernon's got the ability to come back in a game like that.
With Mr. Haverback.
Yes.
You've got Solon 24-0 over Benton Community.
Not quite as close as the first time around.
No, not quite as close. Let's see what else we can find here. Cherokee leading Unity Christian 14-7 out in Northwest Iowa. That is a halftime score. And Audubon in 8-man leading Montezuma 62-0 at halftime. You don't see many shutouts.
No, you don't.
In 8-man. But we got that going on right now. 7-0 Polk leading Ankeny at the break.
Did I miss an Al Burnett score?
I did not see an Al Burnett score as of yet.
That was the one that's kind of been rolling around in the back of my mind, how the Pirates doing?
Alburnett and walk-on tonight, Northland and Pekin. Have not seen that one.
That game is in Alburnett, too, I believe.
That is correct. That is correct, over at Alburnett.
Hope Lake and Caves can run wild again.
And according to our embedded reporter for Prairie and Valley, the quarterback for Prairie has been hurt in the first half as well. 45-0 here in favor of the Xavier Saints. We're going to get you ready for our second half as you've been listening to the Ben Ritter Sportswear Halftime Show. Stay with us. More to come right after this. You're listening to High School Playoff Football on CRM Live Sports.
Are you looking for one unique workout location that combines everything you're looking for? The House of Iron is redefining the Cedar Rapids area fitness landscape. House of Iron isn't just another gym. It's a sanctuary for anyone seeking to transform their life through physical and mental well-being. Sporting state-of-the-art equipment and hexagonal lighting, not only is the space illuminated with a sense of energy and purpose, you will be too. Take advantage of our other amenities like a cold plunge, a sauna, ultra-modern locker room, showers, and a picture and posing room, and more. House of Iron offers monthly memberships as well as personal training sessions for people of all ages and ability. Whether you're a seasoned fitness enthusiast or just beginning your wellness adventure, House of Iron promises to be more than just a gym. It's a beacon of hope, positivity, and vitality. House of Iron with 2 locations on the west side and in the historic World Theater Building downtown. End your search for your favorite restaurant in Cedar Rapids. Come to Emil's Hideaway. Emil's is the home for the best tasting American food around. Choose from your favorites: chicken, pasta dishes, pizzas, burgers, and fries. Whether you're bringing the whole family for a meal or wetting your whistle at our fully stocked bar, there's something to satisfy all ages and tastes at our classic American local restaurant. Need catering for your next party or event? Emil's has that too. Call them for details. Emil's Hideaway, open Monday through Saturday at 4 p.m., is right next to Home Depot and across from Lyndale Mall on 1st Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Epiphany Dermatology is a full-service dermatology practice that treats all conditions of the skin, hair, and nails. Dr. John Woolner has been practicing and treating patients for over 30 years. Epiphany Dermatology has built a reputation based on reliable customer service and quality skin and hair loss treatments. Epiphany Dermatology also places a special emphasis on skin cancer prevention, screenings, and treatment. Call them to book an appointment at 363-9936 and visit their website at epiphanydermatology.com. Epiphany Dermatology, 5264 Council Street Northeast, Suite 700 in Cedar Rapids.
We are back here at Saints Field. Scott Unash, John Hegarty getting ready for the second half of action here as Xavier with a big 45-0 lead here at the break. As we get ready for our second half, which is brought to you by our good friend Dr. John Woolner and Epiphany Dermatology. With over 30 years of experience, find him at Epiphany Dermatology, 5264 Council Street Northeast, and call 363-9936 and set up an appointment. Both teams back out, and Rocco Schmidt was warming up. John?
We've seen Rocco.
And I think we're going to see a lot of Rocco here in the second half.
And speaking of that, you better get that Xavier roster handy, Scott, because you're going to be calling some names you didn't in the first half.
Yeah, it's right there ready to go. And I'm not even sure they'll might give the Saint starters the rest of the half off here. Usually the MO in this situation, John, you play one series.
That's what Coach Schulte has traditionally done. Maybe not tonight.
Maybe not tonight in the playoffs, because you have to avoid injuries at this situation. I mean, at all times you have to, but
and his roster is so filled with jerseys down there in front of us that there's a lot of guys have earned the right to get in a game like this, and they will get in.
We'll have the continuous clock here. Xavier is going to kick the ball off to Waverly Shellrock to start things here for half number 2. We'll try to keep looking for those missing scores from Northern Lynn County with Alburnett and North Lynn going.
Might have one here.
You ask and you shall receive?
No. False hope.
False hope. All right. So Vasquez will get ready to kick it off for the Xavier Saints, who are looking good. And we'll keep tabs on that ADM North Scott game, too. Now, keep in mind, North Scott, since they didn't have a lot of their top flight guys in the first 2 games this year. We saw them against Wash.
Yep.
Still won.
A lot of ineligibilities.
That is correct. But that is still North Scott.
They're back and they're playing football again.
And ADM is an 8-1 team, and they had to make a 2.5-hour trip, and the Lancers are doing very well right now. Vasquez to kick it off from left to right as we get ready to start half number 2. And here's a kick coming down to the 10-yard line, picked up on a hop by Johnson. Tried to split defenders, got across the 20, got to the 24-yard line. As Waverly Shellrock will come out, and they had Lalk in there for the first half, and it looks like it's going to be Caleb Shipper coming out for the second half. Like I said, they've been flip-flopping quarterbacks throughout the year, and it is Shipper out there. As Nolan Johnson will flank out to the left, one receiver to the right. Johnson coming in motion. He'll get it on the flip jet sweep and runs into our special teams man, Jonathan Udabasa, the 6'1", 190-pound junior who hogtied him and brought him down for a loss of 1. Wow. Doesn't matter who's out there, John. And it'll be 2nd and 11. O'Donnell is out there on the defensive line. Trace Bryant, another junior, 6'1", 225. Udabasa is on the defensive line as well for Xavier. On 2nd down, Shipper back to throw, being chased, throws in the flat, threw it behind. Haggerty incomplete. And it'll be a 3rd down and 11. Also out there is 54. I do not have a 54 on my roster, though, John.
No.
Got new linebackers. Rex Comenda is out there. Jane DeHoos is out there. Backup linebackers for Xavier. And Dawson Doyle, is that Doyle or is 27 or 37? That's 27.
27.
Connor Ryan is out there. On 3rd down, Shipper back to throw, being chased by O'Donnell. Rolling to the right side, just throws it away as he got flattened by O'Donnell.
They rode him hard out of bounds.
And it will be a 3rd or a 4th down and 11 coming up.
Shipper was lucky to get that ball off as he went down face first hard in the right outside the boundary.
So new half, but nothing has changed. As Xavier will send Kelly and Weiss back to get the punt from Bachholt. And good snap back, and Bachholt gets it away, and a beauty of a kick. And over the shoulder, fair catch, called it the 25 by Ryan Kelly. That was a kick.
Yeah, that one surprised everybody. Kelly had to turn around and run as hard as he could backwards with his back to the opposing kicking team.
51-yard punt, no return.
Now, in his defense, he hasn't seen anything like that in the first half, so he didn't. No harm, no foul, though.
And the Saints are going to bring in a whole new offense coming out there. Miles Letter out to the right side. I formation for the Saints. And here is the handoff, and not much. Rocco Schmidt is in there at quarterback. And wanted to see who was in there carrying the ball that time. I got to get the binocs out, John. That would be well, 40. And I don't have a 40 in my roster. Maybe Mike Winker knows whose 40 is. Oh, we'll work on it. Gain of the yard, it'll be 2nd down. As Cash Wilson is in there as the fullback. Here is the toss. Wilson trying to block out in front, and not much there. And maybe a yard. It's going to be 3rd down coming up for Xavier. I think everybody is trying to scramble.
Searching.
We're searching. We got our best people on it. 3rd and 8 coming up. They don't have it either. So if your son is wearing number 40, he is out there playing.
We have sources.
Does Doc want? No, does a Miller? No.
We're gonna send this out to the Schumacher crew.
There you go. We'll pick our Schumacher Carpets player of the game at the end of this one. Third down and 8. He'll get the handoff again and not much. In fact, he's going to lose yardage back to the original line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Xavier Murray. Thank you very much.
Xavier Murray, a sophomore, is
All right. Ask and you shall receive. I've said that twice tonight, John.
carried the ball a couple times on that series, but Xavier will have to punt, a sentence that I have not uttered tonight.
Second, or make it a 4th down and 10, and we're going to see a Xavier punt.
And 11 here for
As the Saints with a 3 and out at the 26-yard line. As the Saints will punt it away from the 26. Play clock down to 2, down to 1, and they didn't get it off. That'll be the second Xavier penalty of the night.
They're rusty at this. They've only punted 12 times this year.
And they've had several different punters. And Anthony Trotta out there this time. Will trot out there.
How do you get to the 10th game of the season and you've only punted 12 times?
Well, double figures. For be 4th and 15 back at the 21-yard line. And good snap back, and he will get it away. Short kick, end over end, and we'll take a sideways hop and touched at the 42-yard line. Back at the 41-yard line. Only about a 21-yard punt. And Waverly Shell Rock will have it right there. By far their best field position of the night. Then the first time they've been in Xavier territory tonight, I believe.
It is, for sure. In fact, they had not up until this point been past their own 40.
Shipper back in there as the quarterback. He'll send 2 receivers to the right. 45-0 Xavier, already 5.5 to play in the third quarter. And they try to double handoff. And this is Dewey coming around the right side, and he will take it down to the 35-yard line. And that's going to be a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4 coming up. As Xavier with this one in control at 45-0 here. And getting the second teamers in there, third team in some instances in there as well. Meyer and Littlebridge out to the right. They'll send 1 receiver to the left. On 2nd down and 4. Shipper in the shotgun. Fakes, throws in the flat. Catch made, and a hit immediately with a flag down.
Late flag.
Meyer Lillibridge on the catch.
Far away from the play.
And they're going to get on Waverly Shell Rock. Going to be an alignment downfield on the Go Hawks. That'll back them up 5. And bring up a 2nd down and 9.
Northland up 14-3 over Pekin.
Aha.
In the third. Still no Alburnett score, though.
If Northland wins that game, possibility of them taking on #1 St. Ansgar. Up in
that'll be a little trip too.
Up near Minnesota. 2nd down and 9 for the 40-yard line. Haggerty on the handoff, coming right and pushing the pile ahead to the 36-yard line. As getting up off the bottom of the pile that time for Xavier. Rex Commenda on the stop. Double figures now for Haggerty running the ball.
This is exactly what happened in their first matchup too, is once the second teamers for Xavier came in, then his touches and his yardage got him up to about 60 for that game.
3rd down and 5. Shipper to throw. He's under pressure. Sidesteps 1. Throws on the run upfield and incomplete. Tried to get it to Nolan Johnson. Overshot him. As he was one-on-one back there with Oliver Bamer. And it'll be a 4th down, and I imagine the offense. Well, we're going to have field goal try coming up here.
Yeah, and this is not too surprising because Gavin Buckhold who's 6 of 9 on the year. He's got a 46-yarder already under his belt.
They need a holder.
Well, this one's going to be over 50, though.
This is going to be a 53-yard attempt.
He's got a 46 so far this year.
From the right hash mark. High snap, brought down, kick on its way, end over end, has the distance, hits the crossbar.
It hit the crossbar and bounced back.
The field goal is no good.
He has another spoonful of Wheaties this morning, and that's a good.
53-yard field goal comes up short. And it stays a shutout for Jim O'Connell's defense at 45-0.
Another metaphor for Waverly Shell refs. Visit to Cedar Rapids tonight.
For the second time.
We have an Albernet score.
Aha.
This is at halftime. They are up 21-8.
Okay. Very good. Lynn County doing very well tonight. So Xavier will take over at the 20-yard line after the missed field goal. And it'll be 1st and 10, ball right in the middle of the field. And the straight ahead handoff, and this time it is another new running back in there. Stutzman in there for Xavier, as he will take it ahead for about 4. Seen Murray, we've seen Doyle, and now Stutzman in there. From another very good freshman group that Xavier put out this year. Not sure he's a frosh, but they've got some good ones, including another Morio coming. 2nd down and 6. Stutzman, same play, little sidestep, tried a little jump cut, and maybe a yard to the 25-yard line. And it'll bring up a 3rd down as we're coming up on a minute to play here in the 3rd already. As the Saints very happy to see this clock continuing to roll. 45-0. Xavier led at half. They still lead it 45-0 here as we come up on the end of the 3rd quarter. 3rd down, long 5, just across the 25-yard line. Play clock to 4. Offset eye to the right side. He'll throw the quick out. The catch made up to the 30, 35, and a 1st down for Will Foreman. So Schmidt will move the sticks, and that will probably take us to the end of the quarter here. So Will Foreman getting his name into the scoring column here. As Schmidt completes that pass, Xavier gets the 3rd down conversion. And the Saints are not going to run another play here in the 3rd quarter. We are through 3. Number 1 Xavier on their way to the quarterfinals, 45-0 over Waverly Shell Rock. And we'll come back with quarter number 4 after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Hills Bank is your hometown financial champion, here to help you score some wins. Because at Hills Bank, managing your money is easy. They've got 19 local branches across the corridor, 40,000 surcharge-free ATMs around the country, and online account access at any time. Whether you're a student athlete or a super fan, Hills Bank helps you get in the game. Hills Bank, where it's easy to connect with a banker over the phone or on hillsbank.com. Because we believe banking is better through human connection. Hills Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC member. American Family Insurance agent Kurt Gustafson is committed to inspiring and protecting dreams right here in Cedar Rapids and the surrounding area. He starts by getting to know you and your needs and build a free auto, home, or life insurance quote. By bundling policies, we can often offer a variety of discounts. Whether you're purchasing a car, buying property, managing an investment property, starting a small business, or leaving behind a legacy, we've got your back as you pursue your dreams, and we'll help protect them. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. See Kurt Gustafson Agency of American Family Insurance on Johnson Avenue Southwest, right across from the Johnson Avenue Hy-Vee for more details.
4th quarter getting underway, and Stutzman on the handoff, protecting that football and spinning his way across the 40 to the 41-yard line. And the last thing you want to do when you're in there, in this situation, You're going to protect that ball with both arms and both hands and all pressure points.
Boy, and he's doing it too.
Doing a good job. Total yards through 3 quarters. Xavier 340, 38 for Waverly Shell Rock. 45-0 Xavier. So we're just about a minute into our 4th quarter. 2 receivers out to the left for the Saints. They'll run it out of the tight eye. Long count. Schmidt on the handoff. Stutzman tried the left side, got pushed back. As coming up to make the stop, Parker Holmgard, another sophomore for Waverly Shell Rock. We've said all through the year, John, this has been not only a good Xavier team, but it is still predominantly a young Xavier team.
The future is so bright, my goodness. Just all kinds of sophomores and juniors out there.
As we said, the freshmen had another terrific group with Coach Tom Lilly and company. The semi-retired Tom Lilly. 3rd and 4. Here's the quick out, caught at the 40, stretching to the 45. Miles Lutter. And going to be about a yard short. And Lutter's going to go for about 4.
Dwayne Schulte not sending the punt crew out there. And he's looking at the clock.
So it'll be 4th and 1. 10 minutes to play here in this 4A first rounder.
There comes the punt crew.
Going to take some time, and then they're going to bring Anthony Trotta out there, the junior. Going to have to hurry this one. 2-1, and here comes the penalty flag. And that will back Xavier up 5.
And that gives us a chance to talk about one other score that I missed. Not a Lynn County team necessarily, but one from your old stomping ground. Indy went down to Winterset tonight, and at halftime they are down 14-0.
Winterset has gotten better and better throughout the year. They're the ones that kind of threw the monkey wrench into Williamsburg's year by beating Des Moines Christian on that last night. Trotta to punt it away. Line of scrimmage is the 40-yard line, and the lefty will get it away. End over end, and not a good punt. Bo Morio with the fair catch on the sideline. And that's not going to go very far, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be about an 11-yard punt. 9 minutes to play here in our ball game. We'll have the Westridge Care Center post-game show coming up for you, as John and I have visions of chili in our heads.
This might be the earliest we've ever gotten to the chili.
You're going to have to stay a long time if you're going to see highlights.
Well, that's a nice problem to have.
That is a good problem to have. Right at the 50-yard line for the Go Hawks. Shipper will pitch it out to Haggerty. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. Surrounded and pulled down. Rex Commenda was in there. This St. defense, it doesn't matter who's in there wearing Navy shirts.
I'll just speak on behalf of Haggerty's everywhere and say, ouch.
Ouch. Going to be a loss of 2 back to the 48-yard line. Cody Mason's in there playing defensive end. Jackson Owens, another sophomore, is in there at a corner. Man in motion. They'll toss it to Johnson, coming around into St. territory and tumbles down at the 48-yard line. DeHusa on the stop. Going to be a pickup of about 4 on that. As Shipper gets his second completion of the night. Waverly Shell Rock has not converted a third down yet in this football game. Still, for the Go Hawks, they only have two first downs.
Man.
3rd down and 8. 7:10 to play in our ball game. Twins out to the left. Here comes a blitz, picked up. Shipper back to throw. Throws the left side, and it's up for grabs, and it's incomplete. knocked away. Oliver Beamer knocked it away as he was one-on-one with Quinn Lockard back there.
That was a lollipop thrown up for grabs.
So it's 4th down. Good chance we will be back here next week, John. Real good chance.
We know our way here pretty well.
For the quarterfinals. It's a short drive. We took the long route last year.
Yes, we did.
We're going to take the short route this year.
We've earned it.
Yes, we have.
To use a Saintsism.
4th down and 8. Shipper rolling to the left side. Stops. Throws upfield, and it's going to be knocked away, and no penalty. I will.
That's a good no call.
Okay.
I think that at this point, what's the use, right?
Right. But I think in regular season, a little closer.
In a tight game, there would have been a flag on the ground.
Might have been a flag. He turned around, though. I will say that. The D-back turned around. And the Saints will get it back. As Xavier will have it on their own 48-yard line as we go to 5:34 to play here in the ball game. As Cash Wilson stays in there. Rocco Schmidt, that tall quarterback, 6'2", 185. And I think Murray's back in there at the tailback spot. Here's a busted play, and Schmidt's going to take it himself, trying to get to the corner, caught and brought down. Home guard brought him down after a loss of 1. Somebody went the wrong way.
Good to see Keegan Miller on the snap there at center position.
One of the Fighting Millers.
One of many years in a row that there's been the Fighting Millers out there.
That's right. Only a junior, too. No, yeah, junior. 5'10", 215 for Keegan. Schmidt coming to the sidelines. We're down to 4:34 to play. 45-0 in favor of Xavier here in this first round game here from Saints Field in Cedar Rapids. Here's a toss to Murray. Hit behind the line of scrimmage. Got away from that one and struggles back toward the line of scrimmage. As coming up to make the stop, Elsa Miller and Merrick Haggerty. He's the next one. 6'5", 215 sophomore.
Seems like they always have first names to start with an M. The older one that was such a good football player and wrestler, I believe, was McCray.
Yes, it was. And I cannot remember where McCray went. Iowa State to wrestle?
You know, that's a good question. We'll probably have to get a little help on that, too. Logic would have said he probably would have stayed in town at Wartburg, but I don't think he did.
I don't think he did. 3rd down and 11. Here is toss out to the near side in the flat. And a short gain for Miles Luter. He's going to go for about 3 to the 50-yard line. And Schmidt 3 for 3, but Xavier's going to punt from the 50-yard line. As we're down, coming up on 3 minutes to play. You're all over this now, aren't you? You're going to find where he's wrestling.
I did not doubt you for a minute.
Yep, Iowa State. I thought he was a Cyclone. And Cyclones and the Hawks both high, and they're both in the top 5 preseason.
Intermat had Iowa State 3 and Iowa 4.
Oh, you know, that caught a lot of people's attention.
Made my eyebrows rise, I know that.
Going to get another delay of game on Xavier. That'll be their 4th hanky of the night.
Prairie fighting back down in the Capitol, 20-14. They're feeding number 0 the ball on numerous ground yards on the drives.
Aha.
If you're going to go down with your horse, right?
Well, now we have something to watch when we get back for Chile.
That would raise some eyebrows in the state if the Hawks could somehow come back and pull that off.
Trotted a punt from the 45-yard line. Good snap back, and he gets it away. A wobbly knuckleballer, and will take a bounce at the 20. A Xavier roll down to the 17-yard line. Best one of the night. 38 yards on the punt. 2:05 to play. And a couple more plays, and this one is going to be over. We'll have the Westridge Care Center post-game show for you coming up. Xavier all 45 points in the first half for the high-powered, high-flying Xavier offense. And they have not had a starter touch the field in the second half. So first down, and the mark will be at the 18-yard line. Oh, and a bad snap. Going to go over the quarterback's head toward the end zone, and we're going to have a safety. Covered up in the end zone. That was Meyer Lillibridge, who was back there at quarterback. And it's now 47-0 with a minute 21 to play in the ball game. So Jim O'Connell, the defense scored.
Not his first defense either.
Nope. And it's a 47-0 lead.
Good to see Coach O'Connell wearing his John Deere down there, as
Absolutely.
he always does during playoff run each year. Did you tell me that you guys had a little chat and did he update you on the harvest?
He did, because he said 2 weeks ago it went so well. I talked to you before the game. We were going to talk before this game, and we were going to have a discussion.
And you talked harvest?
Yes, we did. And check those boxes off. This is a very regimented staff.
So you're going to have to come up with a discussion item for next week,
We will
Scott.
come up with something for next
and
week.
he will find you.
Yes,
Don't
he
hide.
Will. Oh, I will not. I will not hide.
And the stakes will only get higher next week in your interview with Coach Schulte. He might not even give you 3 minutes this time.
No. It was a 3-minute interview. I did it in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Free kick coming down as it's 47-0, and Weiss is just going to call for a fair catch at the 27-yard line. And I think we're going to see a couple of knees, and I think we're going to see Xavier move on to the second round and the quarterfinals.
And Waverly Shellrock is looking for their basketball uniforms and their wrestling singlets.
And they're very good at both.
Yes, they are.
Very, very good at both.
We talked in the pregame about the proud athletic tradition that Waverly Shellrock has in all sports, boys and girls.
Indeed. So, at the 28-yard line, Xavier will put it into play. And that will be one snap, and that will probably do everything for the ball game. As no, they'll run it, and this is Stutzman, and he's going to get a yard, and Xavier will not have to run another play. 47-0, Halloween night victory for the Xavier Saints. Dominating fashion from start to finish. There was never a doubt in this one, John, tonight for Xavier.
Unbelievable. They could not have scripted this any better. In his wildest dreams, Dwayne Schulte could have never imagined this.
Xavier, 47, and Waverly Shellrock, nothing. We'll come back with the Westridge Care Center post-game show for you from Saints Field here in Cedar Rapids right after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Plum Supply kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful. Plumbing fixtures, a great variety. Transform your home with Plum Supply. Our kitchen designs are amazing. Our service is priceless. Plum Supply, touch and see. Plum Supply kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
Laborers International Union of North America Local 43 is proud to be supporting high school sports. From individual members involved in coaching sports at many different levels to being fans, Local 43 is involved with our young people in the area. Members of Local 43 work in the construction, building trades, and heavy highway industries and are trained in environmental remediation as well as pipeline work. Local 43 is always seeking new members. LIUNA offers world-class training and education to start a safe career. Information is available at local43.org. Whether you need long-term care or short-term rehabilitation for your elder, one visit to Westridge Care Center and you'll see what has made them one of the finest nursing care facilities in the area since 1992. At Westridge Care Center, our #1 priority is to make all loved ones in our care safe and healthy. Westridge Care Center implements the Eden philosophy to reflect an environment of living as a habitat for humans instead of a place of frailty and waiting. Call 390-3367 to arrange a tour of their privately owned single-entity facility with private rooms with all the amenities. Westridge Care Center, 3131 F Avenue Northwest, Cedar Rapids, and online at westridgecarecenter.com.
The participation trophy and medals going to the Waverly Shellrock Go Hawks as the Xavier Saints defeat Waverly Shellrock tonight 47-0, getting the safety there in the last couple of minutes of the ball game. Xavier now 10-0, and they will await either ADM or North Scott next Friday night right here at Saints Field. And then after that, if the Saints keep on keeping on, it will be to the great indoors in the Unidome in Cedar Falls for the semifinals and the finals. We welcome you back on the Westridge Care Center postgame show. Westridge is a privately owned facility that offers 24-hour community of care, which ensures that each person feels welcome. Call to learn more about their services or to schedule a tour at 390-3367 and visit them online at westridgecarecenter.com. 17-0 after the first quarter, 45-0 after that at halftime, and then a lot of people that wore navy blue jerseys tonight got to get in the second half.
Boy, and that second half evaporated, and I mean lickety-split here. I don't ever remember us finishing a game before 9 o'clock. We're so far before 9 o'clock, this is crazy.
9 minutes ahead of 9 o'clock. But this was, you know, you hate to say it, and it's a cliche. And everybody that follows high school football, high school sports around here knows it's the favorite mantra of the Xavier Saints. But do your job. And everybody did their job tonight.
You know, and it's not just tonight, Scott. But when you look at the body of work that this Saints team has put together, there hasn't been a hiccup the entire season. I mean, you ask Dwayne Schulte, in a typical year, even with some of his better teams that he's had through a long and storied career, they're still high school boys, and they make mistakes on occasion. No matter how well you drill into them in practice, no matter how much you try and hone their execution, mistakes just happen. People, you know, get called for holding. They get called for all kinds of penalties that just aggressiveness, usually you have penalties. And then there's also injuries. There's also there's just so many unpredictable things that can happen in the best of seasons. And so far, I don't mean to jinx the Saints or anything here. Coach Schulte, if you're listening, stop right now. But everything's gone their way, Scott. And there's no reason to think that it won't continue. This is just one of those teams that I think they're such a great combination of talent athletically, but also the cerebral nature of the sport. These guys are smart players. They don't make dumb mistakes. They don't take plays off. They don't get called for penalties. And these are things about special teams. And right now, I tell you what, they're just flying high. And the execution has been almost flawless in every respect. I don't know. The sky's the limit.
Yeah, they look good tonight. Needless to say, this was a very good performance by Xavier. Won 42-21 during the regular season and went 47-0 in the postseason here tonight. As the Saints go to 10-0 on the year, and Waverly Shellrock will end their year with a record of 4-6. And North Scott, that does not surprise me at all, leading ADM 24-20 in the fourth quarter.
On the road.
On the road. 2.5 hours away over in Adel. Maybe even more than 2.5 hours away. Still time to go in that game, but North never count out the North Scott Lancers. And that was a completely different team than what Xavier saw in week number 1.
Yep.
When it was a shell of themselves with the suspensions and whatever, and Xavier went over to Eldridge and won 31-0. Let's take a look at our final facts and figures in this one. And they're brought to you by Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 125. UA Local 125 represents the highly trained plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC technicians of Eastern Iowa. Call online and check them out at ualocal125.org. Total yardage in the game for Xavier, 354 total yards, and unofficially 40 for Waverly Shell Rock. For the Saints, balance. 184 through the air, 170 in the ground. Carter Hoffman, all in the first half. 10 carries, 97 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Dustin Cook had 3 carries for 21 yards and a touchdown. Dawson Doyle, 5 carries, 21 yards. He had a touchdown. Cash Parks carried it twice. He had a 21-yard night. He had 1 touchdown. Stutzman, 5 carries for 12 yards. Murray, 4 carries for a net of 0 in the ball game tonight. Through the air, Cash Parks was 8 of 9, 166 yards and 1 touchdown. And Rocco Schmidt came in relief. He was 3 of 3 for 18 yards in the ball game. Ryan Kelly led 7 Saints with pass catches tonight. 3 catches for 26 yards. Luke caught 1 for 60 and a touchdown. 2 catches for Dustin Cook for 42. 2 for Lutter for 7. Foreman caught 1. Weiss caught 1 as well. Xavier with 14 first downs, penalized 4 times for a total of 25 yards in the ball game tonight. For Waverly Shell Rock, unofficially 40 total yards. That was it. 15 on the ground and 25 through the air. Lalk tonight, when he was in there, was 6 of 18 for 22 yards in the ball game. And Shipper was 2 of 7 for 3 yards tonight in the ball game. 3 catches for Johnson for 2 yards. Peters caught 2 for 15. Bodensteiner came in as the leading receiver for Waverly Shell Rock with 31, and he only caught 2 tonight for a total of 10 yards. On the ground, McIver Haggerty, 6 carries, 10 yards. That was it. Dewey carried it 1 time for 6 yards in the ball game. 2 first downs for WSR, 2 penalties for 10 yards tonight, and they had 1 turnover, and it led to a touchdown for Xavier. Waverly Shell Rock 0 for 7 on 3rd down tries. The Saints were 2 of 7, 0 for 1 on 4th. Waverly was 0 for 1 on 4th down. And time of possession, Xavier with the advantage, 26 minutes and 16 seconds to 21:44 for Waverly Shell Rock. Saints with a 31-yard Owen Vasquez field goal to start the scoring. Carter Hoffman made it 10-0 on a 10-yard run. Parks to Luke, the 60-yard pass made it 17-0 after the first quarter. And then it was on in the second quarter. Cash Parks a 5-yard run. Carter Hoffman from 10. Cook 14-yard run. Dawson Doyle got his first touchdown of the year. And then the final points coming on a safety with 1:21 to go on a bad snap into the end zone. 47-0 the win for Xavier. We'll come back to wrap things up with our play and player of the game for you right after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Looking for the best in commercial and residential flooring? At Schumacher Carpets and More, it's the little things that count. Family owned since 1987, the professionals at Schumacher have what you're looking for. Whether it is carpet, luxury vinyl plank, ceramic, laminate, or wood, their personal service and quality products set Schumacher apart in the flooring industry. Famous for a relaxed and pressure-free shopping experience, let the experts at Schumacher Carpets and More break down your options with just a simple conversation. Call, visit, or request an online quote from their website today. Carpenters Local 308 in Cedar Rapids is a member of the North Central States Regional Council of Carpenters, representing nearly 27,000 members and their families in the upper Midwest. The union is dedicated to protecting and elevating the economic and social conditions of all workers and to provide our industry with the best trained, most productive, and safest workforce available. Carpenters Local 308 is always looking for new workers to join their ranks. Apprenticeship classes and training are available for you to become a skilled worker for your career. More information on Carpenters Local 308 is available at carpenterslocal308.org.
We are back on the Westridge Care Center post-game show. Scott Udash, John Haggerty with you as Xavier advances with a 47-0 victory over the Go Hawks of Waverly Shell Rock here tonight in this one. And time to pick our play and player of the game for you. And one final look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Our play of the game is brought to you by Carpenters Local 308. They're dedicated to protecting their workers and provide the best trained workforce available. Apprenticeship classes and training are available at carpenterslocal308.org. And as far as our play of the game is concerned, John, and after Waverly Shell Rock held Xavier to that field goal on the first drive of the ball game to make it 3-0, Xavier came back and ended up getting that first touchdown on the Hoffman 10-yard run, and then they just went bang, bang, bang after that. And whichever one of those you want to pick, go ahead. They were all good.
Yeah, the 60-yard pass to Luke, excuse me. That one was the backbreaker, I think. There was no turning back from that point on, and it just took the air out of Waverly Shell Rock sails from that point on. They knew it was over.
And he broke 2 or 3 tackles as well going down the sideline on that pass. So that's what made it, I think, not only a touchdown, but also the backbreaker, as you mentioned, because it was just in a dominating situation right there. So that'll be our play of the game, that 60-yard pass from Cash Parks to Luke. And that made it 17-0 at the end of the first quarter. And Xavier went on to a 47-0 triumph in this one here tonight. Our player of the game brought to you by Schumacher Carpets and More. Looking for the best in commercial and residential flooring at Schumacher Carpets and More. It's the little things that count. Call, visit, or request an online quote from their website today at SchumacherCarpets.com. Not only they know carpets, they know rosters, and helped us out on 2 occasions tonight in this one. So thank you, Miller family. We do appreciate that. But I think we got to make it I think we got to go Cash Parks again. He was outstanding tonight. And Carter Hoffman was pretty good too. But
yep. Hoffman did have a nice night, but Parks is he is so solid. All his fundamentals, his calm demeanor, and the times that he gets a chance to run, he makes the most of it. But it is his arm and his ability to put that ball with literally every pass he throws to his receivers, all they have to do is look up and the ball's right there for him to catch.
Yeah.
It's uncanny, and he's only a junior.
8 of 9, 166 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, he puts it in the absolute perfect spot.
Every time.
To not only get the catch, but also to enable the receiver to get extra yardage after contact.
Yeah, his fundamentals are just otherworldly, and he's got a whole nother year after this one. I tell you what, there's another guy that if you're looking, and what I'm trying to say is that if you're an aspiring young quarterback, you're going to see Cash Parks here probably, well, we hope anyway, with a long postseason run. Watch this guy's fundamentals, his technique. Watch everything he does and try and emulate him because he's solid in every stretch. And I'm going to throw one more out there. And you and I have talked about this privately, but I'm just going to throw some kudos here to Owen Vasquez.
Yeah.
If you want to watch the fundamentals of a kicker, you watch Owen Vasquez. It doesn't matter if he's kicking a PAT or he's trying for like a 40-some-yard field goal. It's just like with golfers. The swing is the same every time he's trying to hit.
Yeah. So all kinds of people we can give kudos to here tonight. And Xavier winning at 47-0. Time for one final look at our out-of-town scoreboard. It's brought to you by Emil's Hideaway on 1st Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids, right across from the Lindale Mall, next to the Home Depot. Newton is going to advance. They have a 51-7 lead over Fort Dodge. Iowa City Regina all over Cascade, 52-7. Wapsie Valley pulling away from Maquoketa Valley in the fourth quarter, 24-14. Sioux City East, 28-7 in the fourth quarter. They lead Dallas Center Grimes. Grundy Center late leading Clarion Goldfield Dows. They're going to win 42-7. Still third quarter, Woodbury Central leading Madrid 7-0. And Clear Lake here in big second half in the fourth quarter. Clear Lake is now up on Mount Vernon 41-0. So the career of a lot of good wide receivers and Mr. Haverback is going to come to an end tonight. West Delaware late in the fourth, leading Mount Pleasant 35-14. Underwood 36-7 over West Marshall. South Hardin in the third, leading Ridgeview 20-0. Iowa City West 31-17 in the second half against Cedar Falls. Van Meter in the fourth, leading Roland Story 21-14. ADM is back in front now, 27-24 over North Scott. Fourth quarter. Lewis Central on the road, leading previously unbeaten Gilbert right now, 24-21 late. North Polk is going to win 35-7 over Glenwood. Tell you, Pella is struggling with Davenport North. It is 14-7 in the fourth quarter for the Dutch. Sioux Center leading Des Moines Christian 21-3. Mid Prairie is shutting out Mediapolis 39-0. Heelan in the fourth quarter leading Atlantic 28-6. Liberty now up 27-13 midway through the fourth quarter over Waukee. Southeast Polk and Ankeny 14-14 in the fourth quarter. Johnston is now up 34-26 on Centennial in the fourth quarter. Northland beats Pekin tonight in Packwood 21-3. Gladbrook Rhinebeck over Easton Valley an 8-man 56-6. Audubon an 8-man shutout Montezuma 82-0 tonight.
Ouch.
Iowa Valley shut out Janesville 63-0. Wahlert has beaten DeWitt Central 38-0. Sergeant Bluff Luton over Lamar's 42-7. Some of the scores on the How to Town scoreboard brought to you by Emil's Hideaway.
Last I heard, Valley was up on Prairie 26-14.
Yes.
6 minutes to go.
26-14. So that is looks like Prairie season might come to an end, but a good showing, making that long trip and going over to West Des Moines tonight. But looks like Valley is going to win that one as they lead at 26-14. Here tonight, it was all Xavier, 47-0 over Waverly Shell Rock. We are 96.9% sure we will be back here next week for the quarterfinal. Don't know who it's going to be. North Scott and ADM are going right down to the wire. North Scott led. ADM has come back to take an early or late lead. So we will see if it's going to be Adel DeSoto Minburn, the Tigers, or it will be the North Scott Lancers coming here next Friday. But they better ratchet up the chin straps, whoever it is, because this is a good Xavier team.
It really is, and there's no reason to think that it's not going to continue to be the same. I will say this: we have seen North Scott's program, and they're scary sometimes.
They are. So we'll have that game for you, 6:35 next Friday night for you right here on CRMLiveSports.com, where you can hear any of our games on our archive section. Just go to that at the website at CRMLiveSports.com and listen to those 365 24/7. John, we got chili waiting.
We've earned it. We did our job.
We did our job. We're going to have chili.
Time to make plays.
Just across the highway. All right. That's going to wrap things up here tonight. A big thanks to all our great sponsors. Thanks to everybody for tuning into the broadcast of this one here tonight. And we will be with you again next Friday night with the quarterfinals of the 2025 Iowa High School Football Playoffs. For John Haggerty, Scott Udash saying so long from Saints Field here in Cedar Rapids. Final score tonight in this 4A first rounder, it was number 1, Cedar Rapids Xavier 47 and Waverly Shell Rock nothing. You've been listening to a sports presentation of CRM Live Sports. So long from Saints Field.